Okay, what up, ladies and gents? It is your favorite Asian robot right here, and we are about to start some TF plus D. Alright, so for anyone who isn't yet ready, better be ready. Alright, it's time for the T plus F plus D. Alright, so let's get started. See, we have one person already in chat. The Ganon of the Hunter. Welcome. Now, I just want to say it up front, tonight is my Raid Shadow Legends sponsored stream, so if you guys have not yet seen that, alright, please do look out for it because it's going to be awesome. Hey KT, thank you for that. Now today I'm gonna farm more external components because I really want the new sets, and it is rough not having them. Osprey, Austin, Dude on the Web, Demise, welcome, welcome. Welcome everybody. Please don't forget to like and share the stream if you can. Okay, bada bing, bada boom. Nightbot finally posts the notification. Okay, great. There's some sharing in the background. It's creeping me out. Alright, let me get out of here. Okay. Now, first and foremost, pretty sure I have everything I need. I do, right? I do. Okay, great. Because I don't really want more than that. Okay. Corn man. Excuse me. Yesterday, as I said, you know, my viewers have paid for the corn, therefore the corn shall be a part of me. I haven't played him yet, John C. Look, I know you're new to my channel, but I will always farm everything and I do not pay for progression. So when I get Ultimate Blair and my stream says I'm testing Ultimate Blair, then I will do so. Okay? I do not obtain my characters or anything else faster than anyone else. Our policy here is to only ever do things at the same pace that anybody else does in the game. Naturally.
Descendant.
Yes indeed, Thanos. Time to farm some sets. So I don't know why everyone always asks me my opinion of the new Ultimate, like, day one. Like, bros, do you guys not know what this channel is? You do realize we are the premier F2P channel. We will never do anything faster than even the fastest F2P people. Yes, but please remember, John, if you are a Robot Nation follower and watcher, you gotta know our ways and our rules, alright? It's one thing we take very damn seriously here. Hello, Brandon. Because it's very important. My authenticity to my audience is very important. So never ever ask me anything unless you see it in the title. You don't see it in the title, do not ask. I've already done that, and you can expect a guide on that, Demise. It's not a very complex system. It's in fact very simple, and I intend to walk people through it today in my video. So do look forward to that because it will help. However, I must say I'm a little bit disappointed with their frame rate stutters. That's the only thing that's been bothering me lately. My DLSS is still set to quality, so I don't know.
Descendant, we've confirmed a large-scale Vulcan transfer.
I don't want to have to switch back to FSR 3, but sometimes their DLSS, especially after updates, I don't know why it gets a little wonky. Is Keelan fun to play? Yes. For me personally, I thoroughly enjoy Keelan's playstyle because he reminds me of Black Panther from Marvel Rivals. That being said, if you are not on mouse and keyboard, I find him difficult to use because if you're on a controller, what I've heard from my viewers is mostly that he will be quite difficult to control since he's very dependent upon, you know, dashing through enemies and all that. And of course, having the right direction. Well, that's exactly it, Thanos. Plus, I lose a lot of authenticity, so that's why, like, whenever people ask me questions like, oh, what do you think of this? What do you think of that? Like, no shade to John, but honestly, when people ask me those kinds of questions, I immediately shut the door to my heart and I dislike that person intensely because I like to give my judgments on stuff, but a lot of people forget how authentic and, you know, real we are here. I wouldn't just give you my judgment on something that I don't 100% know. So unless you see me testing it on stream, best not to ask any questions. That's the one thing I can't stand about people. They're always like asking me this kind of shit when I'm like, dude, have you seen me play him? Like, you know, you gotta watch and actually see the person play something here before I'll give you a judgment on it. The stutter is after the driver update, KT, yes. So for those of you that did update your NVIDIA DLSS, your NVIDIA driver, you will notice some potential problems with the DLSS stutter. But I might switch to FSR, I don't know. You can do that really quickly in the game itself. Because don't forget, NVIDIA can still make use of FSR 3. So if the stutter gets bad, I might switch it across. Veil Dust, you have to just run the Sigma Sector hard mode missions. So you should already have thousands of Veil Dust if you've been running Sigma Sector regularly. So, and make sure you're running the hard mode. I'm pretty sure Veil Dust is from hard mode. Double check the library. Have you been checking the library, Mika? Because you should not ever have to ask me where to get certain materials. Not because I don't want to answer you, but because you should know how to check the library. So I'll walk you through it in case you don't know how to do it. I will walk you through it after this, but please memorize this methodology because it's going to be important for your farming. Otherwise, you're going to have to ask streamers everything, and that's going to slow down your gameplay and also make you dependent on the streamers, which is not necessarily good. No problem, Alex. You know I'm the best and the best and the best. Alright, hang on. Let me just kill this guy real quick. Okay, so, library. What you're looking for is Veil Dust. So let's see if it's here. Okay, so it is in basic materials. So anytime you can't find anything, you just go here, you look for basic materials or whatever else. You'll be in one of these sections, either core materials or basic materials. So you go to basic materials, Veil Dust, right? Where to acquire. You just go acquisition info. So in case you don't know how to do this, Mika, it literally says isolated desert. So you have to go to isolated desert in high risk, or you have to go to broken boundary high risk. And although it does drop in normal, it's probably better to get it in high risk. So I have 1,663, and that's just because I do these too. So make sure you do that. Of course, Mystical One. Waiting for you to come and hang out with me, okay? The corn is waiting. How you doing, girl? Alright. So, I hope that helps. Yep, no problem. Make sure you always just keep running it because you should be getting it every single time. Either that or you're just missing drops. If you're missing drops and not picking up drops, that could be another major reason why you're not getting what you need. So, be aware of that, okay? Always try to grab your drops as much as possible. Well, good. Just wait until I play him live on stream. Don't ask in advance, and I will happily give you my stuff, okay? I promise you that. But just be patient. I promise you will get what you need. Patience is the key. I did not hear about that, nor do I actually care. I hope that these corporations just get their shit together, because I want my 5090. Explain the lie, Mystic. Whoa, where's the lie? What's the lie? I didn't have any lie. There's no lie. Yeah, you'll be able to get your mastery rank 30 next season when they add new stuff. In fact, Ultimate Blair will probably push me up close to 29. I'm just very slow on getting stuff because I don't care. I'm waiting for you, Mystic. Get in voice. Come on. We're waiting for you. We're literally waiting for you, okay? Every single time, eh? Okay, now I'm going to swap over and test out AMD, actually. Because sometimes if I get the stutter on DLSS, I'll swap over to AMD. Alright, let's go. They did indeed, Mystical One. Did you check the patch notes video? If you haven't, then make sure you watch that first. That one's important. You must keep up with the patch notes. Crucial key, of course. Is that arcane?
Perhaps.
I see. Okay. Let's remove Arcane from Discord.
Wow.
Yeah, that's what you get. That's what you get.
This is Hound Actual to all personnel. Void storm is intensifying. Conditions are unfavorable. Proceed with caution. Over.
Move.
Large-scale Vulgus transfer confirmed. Descendant, stop the enemy troop deployment.
Take that. Crumbling rocks. You can't run away. This is your red.
Good job. The average person's about 3 hours. Mine was 2 hours and something-ish. I had bad luck with I think the cells. The cells were the one that really got to me. But other than that, it was pretty alright.
This is your red. You can't run away. You can't run away.
So some of these enemies, they just like survive for some weird reason. Hey, Leroy. Anyway, here's the hope, and John, that if they do move to the US or whatever, things get better.
You can't run away.
I want my 5090 and I need it now.
Move. Too slow. Shut down. I'll kill you all. This is your end. Too slow. This is gonna hurt.
Where can you report bugs at? Go to their official Discord, or you can go to
Move.
the First Descendant website. I believe that there's a support tab there. You can use that, log in with your Nexon ID. You should be able to report bugs. Hope that helps, Moonin.
This is your end.
Jinx, I am cooking the new ultimate. I do not have them yet. Everyone always asks me, you know, do you have the new ultimate? I'm like, yes, but you do realize that my channel is all about doing things free to play, right? God, what's wrong with you people? Everybody always asks me, do you really think I'm like the other streamers out there that just buys their stuff straight away? I grind just like everybody else. It's an FTP channel, okay? I mean, I buy skins to support the devs, but we do everything here FTP. My job is to make sure that you guys see the same thing. The outfit choices are always corny here, Mrs. Corn. Waiting on you to make me uncorny. But that'll never happen, because I'm the corny man. I am the corn itself. Lord of the corn.
You can't run away.
They call me the Cob Master.
Oh my!
Oh.
Operation
I
complete.
said what I said, Arcane. I said what I
Awaiting
said.
transfer to transport position. Well done,
I am the
Descendant.
Cob Master, Master of the Cob. Poseidon quivers before me. Farming these new external components is a drag! Like, I think they need to up the drop rate of the external components. It's actually terrible. Oh, I do run with my friends occasionally. I'm just chilling because whether you run alone or together with your friends, the rewards are the same. So the only downside, and like literally the only downside, it's almost like they punish co-op play, is that if you run with other people, sometimes things will be slower.
This is HQ.
What's the
Troops
deal
are
with the
on
corn
ground.
skin? My
Transport
chat
south
paid
to
$100 for me to
standby
wear a corn skin. I'm
Best
wearing the
of luck,
corn skin.
Descendant.
Okay?
This is your end.
That's what happened. Martin himself like shelled out like 60 of those dollars. So 2 streams, I'm a man of my word. 2 streams, he said, wear the corn. I said, okay. The corn shall be worn.
You
because it's a little like. Never mind, I can't say that on screen. But anyway, you get what I mean.
That's a specialized Vulgus aircraft. It can fly through void storms.
I am master of the
Descendant,
corn.
if you're gonna shoot it down, do
I'm
it
the
now.
corn lord.
Hurry.
Move. Too slow.
No, I didn't do a poll. I just did a stream goal. It's a difference. You can't pay for a poll, but they did for the goal. And thus, I have the corn. You know, yesterday we were worried you didn't show up because, you know, you were just avoiding the corn. But now you can suffer. Like everybody else.
Move.
You can't stand on the ship, but you can get above it and bombard it with Kyle, which is hilarious. Yes, she is, Starro. She's here to suffer the taste of the corn.
Too slow. This is your end. Too slow.
I think the starters are a bit better on AMD, actually. They seem better. I don't know if it's 100%, but it does. Like, I'm using AMD on quality. I might try native AA just to see if I can get it higher, but let's see. Actually, why don't I do it now? Let me just bump it up to native AA and see if that'll work. But yes, for anyone that wonders, please take note that I do not purchase my powers, so I will
Large Vulgus presence
give
confirmed in
you
the
guys my
operation
judgment
zone.
on Ultimate Blair once you see me playing him.
Descendant.
When you see me running around with the Ultimate Blair, alright, then I'll give you my judgment, because I cannot give you guys judgment early. And realistically speaking, okay, I only do things at the same pace as a normal FTP player. I will not do anything faster than the average player, because that's not our policy, it's not our way. Alright, we take it slow. No, I haven't, Muin. I will at a later time, but not now, because I've got no interest in it. Leaderboards, challenge modes don't interest me at all. To me, they are simply boring. I don't chase leaderboards, I don't chase timings. Well, first you gotta craft his 3 pieces, then you've gotta craft him. So I believe there should be like 9 or so more hours, or whatever. Then after that, it will be another 36 hours. I don't have the exact, but yes, that'll be about right. And Raptor X, farming Kyber.
Transport inbound.
Do you actually know how to farm Kyber? If you don't, you might want to check out my guide on it. Because nobody asks if you do a mission to farm Kyber. That's literally not how it works. If you haven't checked out the guide, then here's the guide. But everybody should know this already. If anyone taught you to farm Kyber by playing a mission, then that person is what we call a moron. Please don't do that. Okay, there's the video that'll help you out. Let's check my luck with these external components thus far. Boo! Nothing. Damn it. Is it just not dropping, or am I just not picking them up? Again. This is painful. P-E-I-N. Pain. What are you, Arcane? What are you up to?
Leveling.
Leveling. Leveling. Who are you leveling this time?
Blair.
Blair. Just watch the video, Raptor, and you'll probably understand.
This is Hound
They may be
action to all
meaning what
personnel.
I talked to you about in the video, but yeah.
Conditions are
I would suggest watching that just so that
Proceed
you
with
have the
caution.
right idea
Over.
about it.
You can't run away. Move.
I think they're telling you about the mission because of the dismantling of the modules. Might be the case.
This is your end. crumble.
But either way, that video will just give you full information so you can understand better.
You can't run away.
It sounds to me like they didn't fully explain it to you.
Too slow. This is your red.
Native AA still has some drops, so quality on FSR should be the best. No, the farms are actually really good, but you just have to know how to farm, so please watch that video, Raptor. I suggest you can come back to stream after you watch the video, but just go watch the video first. It's also better if you watch every single video in my playlist. You really want to learn this game? You can choose not to, but you basically end up asking all the noob questions when everything is in the videos that you need. You can just trust me on that, but you don't want to, I can't help you. That being said, we recommend it. Most people, what they do is if they're coming back to the game or whatever, they usually just watch all the videos first to do. So when they get in the game, it's just very easy and they can focus on enjoying the game and just playing it. And how do I like the new skin? The corn is terrible, but my chat paid for it. It's what they pay for. Crafting over the weeks would definitely be a sucky experience, so I'm glad that the crafting is the way it is. At least it's not too long. You are most welcome, Mika. Like I said, here we teach people.
My shield's down. You can't run away.
As long as you follow the proper methodologies taught to you here, you will never go wrong. You don't follow the appropriate methodologies, you will go wrong.
It's broken.
Hey, Lewis, good to see you. How's it going? If you just go to your reward screen at the end as well, you'll also be able to see like what you picked up. So here's where you'll see like Veil Dust, Phaon Particles, all the other crap that you pick up. It'll all just be here. So always just check your end screen in case you're worried that you're not picking up the appropriate stuff. Shell Crusher, okay. This is not good enough. Haven't even gotten a single good Shell Crusher piece. My stream bugged out for like 5 seconds. Did it bug out for anyone else? Because I don't think it did. I'm not seeing any dips on YouTube, so I'm pretty sure it might be on your end. But if it bugged out for anyone else, feel free to let me know. I will investigate if necessary. Okay, thank you for alerting me. But yeah, if it bugs out or anything, let me know. I will usually do a quick check. It didn't seem to affect it though. For you as well? Okay. It could be because I was switching back. Sound cutting out, huh? Should not have been the case, but okay. I will investigate. Give me a second. Doesn't say there's any drop frames or anything. So, if it did bug out for you guys, that's a little bit odd. We'll see if it's due to the, give me a second. It could potentially be due to the, change. The thing is, normally when that happens, right, YouTube will say that there's a dip in stream health. But YouTube is saying that the stream is perfectly healthy, so not quite sure what happened there. It could be when I swapped from AMD, like, native AA back down to quality, which could have been the case. Let me know if it happens again. It shouldn't, but yeah, we'll see. Of course it's fine now, because I think it was when I switched that, but let me know if it happens again. Okay, back in we go. That can sometimes happen. Because essentially when you're streaming, what stream is trying to do is it's trying to take all the data on your screen, package it, send it to the internet so you guys can watch exactly what I'm doing. That is fair. Some materials only do have a chance to drop. You're right about that, Craig. It's not 100% for sure. But thank you everybody for checking. And listen, Mystic, don't hesitate to let me know if there are any problems and things like that. It's always helpful when viewers let me know things like that.
Best of luck, Descendants.
Quality and viewer experience is important. So there you go. But as long as it doesn't do it again, it should be fine. I'm pretty sure it was when I quickly changed over to back to quality.
Shield's broken.
It should be. Like I said, I'm pretty sure it's when I swapped the quality of the upscaling.
Too slow.
The only other explanation is that YouTube is crapping out, which it does do very occasionally.
Arcane life signs detected inside a Vulgus structure.
You don't get Ultimate Blair as Sigma in Sigma Sector, dude.
Move.
You get Ultimate Blair from the amorphous materials. Did you check the patch notes, Daniel? Because I would suggest you check the patch notes and the library. Sigma Sector is only for the Veiled Dust, that's all. The pieces of Ultimate Blair that you actually need are from amorphous materials. So make sure you always check the patch notes video, otherwise you'll miss out on crucial information, good sir. Failure to detect patch notes video means that you will not know stuff. You probably did. 95% of the problem is people reading it wrong or incorrectly. But if you check the patch notes, you won't go wrong because I detailed it there.
This is HQ. Enemy reinforcements incoming.
So always check the patch notes and follow what they say.
This is your red.
If you don't want to read it yourself, just listen to my video. You can listen to it like a podcast.
Too slow.
Yes, indeed.
Too slow.
Well, if that's the case, then that's why you should be watching the video. That's why I always encourage people to watch the video. It helps.
You can't run away. Move.
Captain Elliot.
Videos are good for you. Mostly.
I am the original.
I'll kill you all.
Just doing my job. It is my job to keep you all well informed. So I take it no further difficulties on stream.
You can't run away.
Everything looks fine to
Am
me.
I?
I know it's looking fine on my end as well.
To HQ.
Thought I'd double check because I'm literally not seeing a single thing either on YouTube or OBS that's suggesting any problems. So I'm just like, better check. Okay, as long as it's fine, it's good. Yep, pretty much. Most people, the advanced shape stabilizers got in like an hour. But I did say yesterday, you know, probably best not to brag because some people still got to go through the RNG. The cells are probably the hardest part because they're 20%. Whether you use the advanced shape stabilizer or not, they're stuck at 20%. Yeah. I think then that the cause was most likely when I swapped from the native AA quality back down. Which does occasionally happen. It's rare that it does, but sometimes it will happen. Okay.
This is Hound Actual to all personnel. Void storm is intensifying. Conditions are unfavorable.
What'd you do?
Proceed with caution. Over.
I know that I just hate that.
Descendant. Enemy troops are being transferred.
Why?
in large
He's just the
numbers.
corn
You
master,
must
master of the
protect their point of
corn.
origin.
The fact that it's on Keelan, I can't.
Too slow.
I'll put on Snowman.
Oh, that one was actually.
That one was actually what?
You can't run away.
Worse.
I know. Hence why I'll do it. No. The small shape stabilizer will adjust the rates. So it actually creates more problems. I really don't recommend it because what you're doing is that it's not lowering the rate of others. All it will do is just adjust the rates weirdly, which you also really don't want. But you can try it that way, I guess, theoretically. But I feel that it's still pretty much the same because the chance is still like 80% of not getting it, you know? So the way I see it is it would be the same no matter what. Mathematically speaking, on the balance of probabilities, it's the same. But I get what you're saying. The main blueprint I got into, every single thing I got in 2 amorphous. Literally 2 amorphous, the second one that I opened was it. But the cells, that one took like 5.
The transport
Had to just
dropped
keep
a
going.
wide-range shaping charge on the ground. We needed to purify the void energy.
He reminds you of the
Find
corn
detonator
people
with
in
your
Maze.
RK, then hit the
That sounds like a
detonation
B-grade
device.
movie.
This is your reign.
Some kind of B-grade horror movie. The corn people.
Show broken.
Oh,
You can't escape. I'll kill you all.
oh my god, I forgot about that game.
Oh, it's a video game? Okay, interesting. Never heard of that. Damn, Craig, you lucky about that code. You got in 1? Nice. Excuse me. A lot of folks got really lucky they got in 1 with the advanced shape stabilizer.
Move.
Me, the first time, I would always get the other 32% drop. The game was all like, oh, you want this? No, 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 no. Then I'd have to use the normal shape stabilizer, not the advanced one. And then I finally get it on the second go.
Move.
It was wild.
This is your reign.
You're back.
Okay, time your take.
Too slow.
Greetings, Bear.
Can't run away. Too slow.
Yeah, the cell was the big one for me as well. But at least he's cooking now. Because all I needed was the veil dust, right? As soon as I got the pieces, I was like, hey, no more farming. Easy.
Move. Too slow. This is your reign. Too slow.
No killer. I don't have Ultimate Blair yet. Dude, you're like the 4th person to ask me that. I'm like, bro, I don't have Ultimate Blair yet. I get stuff at the same rate as an F2P player. Why do you guys really think that I get this stuff like instantaneously? Do you really think I buy my power, no killer? What is wrong with y'all? Is this your first time at the Real Asian Robot channel? Do you not see the fact that in the stream description it clearly states I play F2P just like the rest of you guys? I don't have a faster cooking pot. Jesus, everybody be asking me day one. Like, yo, guys, do you want me to be like all the other creators and just spend money and get it ahead of you guys just so I can be greater than you guys? Like, really? Is that it? Is that what you asking? Exactly, Nokula. So who the hell else you watching that you think I'm them, huh? Better correct your ass. Or else I'll beat you and your family up. Murder you. Leave you bleeding in your kitchen.
This is Hound Actual to all personnel. Void storm is intensifying. Conditions are unfavorable.
Because I'm just gonna say it straight, alright? Honestly, nothing irritates me more than people that, you know, watch more than one streamer. And Star, I will ban you, okay? I will ban you straight up. Don't think you're immune, okay? I will ban you right now. You might be my friend, but I'll just hit the ban button right now, okay? Better be the last time I ever hear your ban. Swear to God. But anyway, I'll say it for the 4th time today. Please remember, guys, that we play at the same pace as everybody else. Okay? I do not get things faster. If you want to watch somebody get things faster, then don't ever come to my channel ever again. If I catch you here again, I'll beat you up. Okay? So don't ever let me catch you here, or I will hate you for the rest of your life.
You can't run away.
Descendant, the transport has dropped a wide-range shaping charge on the ground.
No, I haven't
Purify
yet, no
the
killer.
void energy. Prime the detonator with your arcade, then hit the detonation device.
You can't run away.
Why would I need to do anything? I'm only on TikTok. YouTube is my main, and that's where I'm at. I need to be nowhere else. Craig, I will not hesitate to ban you either. Okay, you and Star on thin ice. And Mika, I am the only creator you should know. I mean, you can know others if you want to, but they're, well, it's your choice at the end of the day. I'm just gonna say that you won't get better service than here. Your choice, though. But I'm also nowhere else other than TikTok. I only stream mostly to YouTube. TikTok I do have, but it's more of a secondary platform for me. I do meet some people there, but I don't have that much growth on TikTok. It's just something that I do as an extra.
This is your end. You can't run away. Boom. Too slow. This is your end.
Try to keep up with my kids. Damn, I got kids I don't know about? Shit, John. I know he meant vids, but, you know,
Too slow.
if he's gonna typo, I'm gonna take the mickey out of him.
Crumbling.
But damn, okay, now today, I found out. I got kids I don't even know about. Shit. Do I have to pay child support or anything for that? You know, I think I better ask before I get in trouble with the courts and all that, you know? Didn't even know. Grind's okay, just trying to get the new external components. Anyway, I haven't done anything with the new weapon modules because they're literally pointless. They serve no purpose. I have Voltia, so the only one that I would use is the, whatchamacallit, Veil Analyzer. I don't have a need right now to change or alter any of my modules.
Too slow.
They'd be causing a lot of havoc, alright? Because I was a hella heartbreaker when I was younger. There'd be a lot of trouble in them cities.
Show's down. Melt away. Move.
Yeah, why aren't you lucky?
This is your end. The shield's broken.
Okay. Yes, they can, KT. I'll have a video later today, but basically, if you take any external component and you go to the enhancer, you can just enhance their options up. Whether it's the reactor or external components, it's a very easy system, and in fact, it's really good. Because this way, as long as you get the roles you want, doesn't really matter what the roles are, just get the roles you want and you're good to go. Which I think is really, really important. Because as long as you get one of those roles at least semi-decent, it's good enough.
Descendant, confirm arrival at the operation zone. Proceed with caution.
Yes, indeed, No Killer. Yes, indeed. I want all the sets. But it's a slow process of getting them. They just don't drop enough. Like, they made a lot of sets easy to get via the Colossus fights because they drop 8 of them, right? Now here, it's like, yeah, it's so diluted, so by the time you get it, you're gonna have to run dozens and dozens of Sigma sectors. The more I look at it, the more I'm thinking this is a dumb idea. I feel like they should have just doubled the drop rate on the external components instead of diluting the pool.
Shield's broken. Move. Too slow.
It feels like they want everybody just literally farming nothing but Sigma Sector 24/7. So okay, fair enough. If that's what they want, I'll do it. Until I get what I need.
Descendant, we've confirmed a large-scale locust transfer.
This is gonna hurt. Crumble or you can't escape. Move.
They should, but it is how it is.
Take that. Shield's down.
I might mod my filters though,
Melt away.
because for the major stats, I think it'll be important that I just grab what I need.
You can't run away.
Which is why, actually, it's perfect timing. Just do this up. Like the most major stats, I'll just accept blue. Yeah, this should be it. This should help. Because now, thanks to the new system, as long as I get a blue roll, it's good enough. I'm gonna grade it up all the way. Yeah,
Move.
2 stats that I want, but blue roll.
This is gonna hurt. Too slow. This is your end. You can't run away.
I'm pretty sure my filter should be 2 stats. Gonna do the 2-step. Yeah. It has to be 2 or more included. Gonna do the 2-step, yeah, boy.
You can't run away. Too slow.
Sure, Jens. I actually don't mind keeping some alternative stats, but I just leave them like, I usually leave them gold
You can't run
if
away.
necessary. Because those are non-priority stats. Priority stats, I'm willing to take blue.
This is your end. You can't run away. This is gonna hurt.
Hello, King Seno. How's it going? A new follower on TikTok.
Pound actual to
Welcome,
HQ.
Amogus.
Mission complete. Requesting transport support.
Yeah, they only seem to drop like 4 external components per round. And now that there's 4 types, you could just get like 1 of each, which is not so good. Don't forget to like and share the stream, by the way. And if you guys haven't already chosen me as your creator, make sure to do that. Here's the link. Go for it. Exactly. That's the best part, Nokula. I think that that's one of the best parts about this update, because now we don't have to worry about the stats. Just get the stats you need. Doesn't matter if it's blue. You can get the resources upgraded all the way. You know, that's what I'm doing right now.
To all personnel.
Because I gotta get the
Storm is
full
intensifying.
bit of the new set.
Conditions are unfavorable. Proceed with caution.
Listen, Base
Over.
Vegeta. My chat paid for it, so there you go.
We've confirmed a large-scale locust transfer.
What my chat pays for, they
Attack
get.
their deployment point.
End of story. I said I would do 2 streams with the corn suit, so I'm wearing the corn suit. It is very corny.
You can't run away.
It's the main reason that Mystic Dove today is, you know, staying very far away from me. Just don't want no part of this. Oh, good. Base Vegeta. But now I know that you are an eternal hater who despises me. Thanks for telling me. Appreciate that. It's okay. I understand. Many of you just despise people. So filled with anger and rage inside your hearts. I'm joking, by the way. See you later, John. How much for 2 more streams? That's another $100, dude.
You can't run away.
I did this challenge for $100. I'm not doing it again for
Transport has
less.
dropped a wide-range shaping charge on the ground. We need it to purify the void energy.
I don't care about the energy
Prime
core
the
drops. I
detonator
just
with
want the
your
damn
arcade, then hit the
components,
detonation
Thanos.
device.
That's all. I'm dying. Like, do you know how many runs of this I've done? It's terrible. NASJ, that will be in May. Okay. I don't know why everyone focuses on physics. Please do not. We have a clean stream policy, guys. Please keep to that. Nexon requires me to have that, unfortunately. So, if you want to talk about physics, please ask on Reddit or official Discord, places with, you know, unsavory individuals. Here, we are only savory.
You can't escape.
We are the savoriest of individuals. No, raising the bar would be unfair, so I'm just keeping the bar the same. Thanks for understanding. I'd like to keep my contract. And remember, for those of you guys that are thirsty, water is a great solution, alright? If you are that thirsty, please drink a glass of water. Or, if you are friends with females, did you know that you can ask them? You could just go up to your female friends and ask them politely, see if they will perform some dynamic motion for you, okay? I will speak for myself, Craig, and I say that we're all savory. Well, Bobby, it's not a focus for the devs even. Like I said, a lot of people have this misunderstanding, and fair is fair. Dynamic motion takes nothing away from the game resources because the teams that are working on content are completely different development teams compared to the ones that are doing art and physics. So the ones that are working on art and physics and all that are part of like the level design and all those, like basically anything art related. That's their team. And it doesn't take away from content focus because content focus is a completely different team. Like I said, for anyone that has the thirst, remember, you can always ask your female friends. Just go up to your female friends and say, hey, will you motion dynamically for me, please? Arigato gozaimasu. Some may ask for compensation. In which case, you need to up your friendship level with them first, then ask. That's the correct term, dude, on the web, in case you didn't know. The devs themselves said to call it that.
You can't run away.
Listen, Star.
Operation
Depends on the
completed.
level of friendship, okay? Some people have very great friendships with their friends.
Well done.
Others do not. Others, like myself, keep a very respectful distance. But hey, you know, facts are facts. Theoretically, you have the capability to ask. Theoretically. Only a top tier friend gets physics. Nah. Just depends on how much your friends decide that you are worth their time. I'm just gonna check my external components and then go suffer. Basically, to reduce my suffering, I'm just doing like, I'll do 3 on one end and then do 3 on the other end, see if that'll somehow, some way reduce the pain. The PEIN. Firebrand sensor. Why? Give me just a reason. Well, if you don't have any female friends, then start getting that swag on. Okay? Start by being a gentleman, start by being classy, and you will have female friends. Either way, whatever the case is, alright. Just don't be asking on my stream. Do whatever the hell you guys want, but don't be asking on my stream, okay? Let's focus on the corn suit and playing the damn game. Star, that sounds like some anime shit that will most likely get 95% of these poor boys in trouble. Okay? Alright guys, come on, cool it in chat, cool it in chat. I know I made a joke, but we should probably cool it because we do have ladies in chat. Let's make sure that they don't feel uncomfortable with us. Base Vegeta, that was, if you check the time on the video, that was way before Sigma Sector ever came out. I would say Sigma Sector's probably better, yeah. This hand will come out very fast indeed. Alright. So just remember, ladies do watch this stream, so let's make sure they have a comfortable environment to sit down in. Part of the reason why, although I do get annoyed that I have to run a clean stream at the same time, I'm glad that I do, because of the, if ladies want to play this game, they deserve to have a space where they can just chill and not feel weird about it. Sorry, Mystic, can you clarify what's fine to you? Just want to make sure there's no misunderstandings here.
This is Hound Actual, reporting extreme concentrations of void energy within the operation zone. All units, please proceed at your own discretion, but do not exceed your limits.
This is HQ. Enemy
And Bobby, I'm sorry to hear that, but what I'll say is that don't stop being a good guy, and don't let other people's bad behavior dictate, what you can and cannot be. Me, I stick to being a good guy because at the end of the day, I know the consequences of being a bad one. Anyway, I'm glad you girls are okay with it, but I think best to err on the side of caution. You've been watching the stream back, huh? You mystical one. Okay, bring yourself back up to speed. But yes, either way, my job is just look after everybody, so better safe than sorry, right? Makes sense. You don't know what the conversation was? Lamau. It's okay, Mystical Dove. Welcome back to the fray.
Too slow. This is your range. Take that.
That's fine, Bobby. Yeah, just don't worry about it. What you should be worrying about, Mystic, is when are you gonna come and hang out with Arcane and me? We're waiting.
Yes.
Alright. can't evade me forever.
With
You can't evade the corn forever. It's always waiting for you. Star's way of saying do not worry about it. She likes to say donut. Because, you know, she's a filthy weirdo. Ain't that right, Star? Now, where was I? Oh, yes. You can't dodge the corn forever. The corn, it waits for you in the darkness of the night. Alright? It waits.
Captain Elias. Deploying arcade.
It sits in the shadows,
I am
biding
the
its time.
original-
Its kernels twisting with great evil. Slowly you hear the sound of the corn. Darkness. Evil. The evil within. The popcorn within. Call the cops on the corn? Oh, is that how it is? No, okay? That corn gonna pull out the Glocky if you do that. Okay, all jokes aside, corn will haunt you. Okay, it's just waiting. It's just waiting. Okay, you can't run from the corn. Nobody runs from the corn. It's there
Oh my.
eternally.
Hound action
Look
to
into
HQ.
my eyes. Look into my eyes, ladies and gents. I know
Requesting
my
transport
eyes are relatively small, but look into my eyes, okay? The corn, it calls to you. Craig, listen. One day you're just gonna be, you know how in the horror movies they always be washing their face in the sink or whatever. You're gonna look up from the sink, and then you're gonna see the corn, and you'll be terrified at that moment. You will feel the fear. I guess robots of the corn would be more appropriate, because you know I guess they'd all be like machines and shit. Oh no, Mystic. Listen, okay? Until you get your ass in here one day, you will be counted as evading, alright? I know you're evading the corn. It's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. Sometimes, you know, we have to dodge roll. Sometimes we have to add evade extender to our builds, you know? Sometimes we have to add evade window. It's okay. It's okay. I understand your apprehension in desiring to evade the corn. Corn comes for everybody, alright? One day, you too will be here.
Specialized Vulcus aircraft.
The ultimate Blair pieces are cooking. Nice job,
That
little ghost.
aircraft
Well
is
done.
used to fly through void storms. It must be shot down.
This is your rent.
No! I corned off the map. Okay, that was actually awesome. I'm saving that as a clip. That deserves to be a clip right there. Oh, no. You see, Leroy, she can't get it over with. You want to know why? Because she knows that once she's here, she'll be stuck forever. So she's enjoying the last moments of freedom.
You can't run away. You can't escape.
So she's just trying to, you know, stay alive as long as she can. Because she knows, you know, once she's in here, that's it.
Move.
She can't leave. So she's well aware. So she's, you know, saving her life, preserving herself against all odds, or whatever they say in, you know, movies or whatever. I mean, look at Arcane. Have you ever seen him leave? Yeah. Once you're here, you're stuck forever. Yep. The black hole of robotics. I can't believe I just said that. Okay. We're not saying those words in that structure ever again. Okay. We're not saying that in that exact wording. Okay. So, listen. It is the gravitic force of the universe that draws everybody in to this one particular location. Okay? You shut your mouth. No, I did not. I said nothing to the sort, Craig. I said nothing. Y'all filthy, dirty hobos.
Large Vulgus presence confirmed in the operation zone. Descendant.
There's just gravitic forces, physical forces in the universe that you just can't deny, okay? That's what it is. Listen. You will unhear whatever the hell I tell you to unhear, okay, Star? To me, never unhearing that. No.
Melt away.
Yeah, let's focus. You know, yeah, Mystic Dove. What did Star say? Let's focus on what Star said. Okay, let's focus on what Star said instead. Let's talk about it.
Show's down. Move.
Hey, Martin. 2 streams, my man. 2 streams I've been wearing the corn, and everybody's been asking, why am I wearing the corn? I said it's all because of Martin. Why? I mean, you can just do the dungeon though. Like, it'll be fine.
This is your rank.
Fair, Mystic. Fair. Okay, cool. Can dig that. That sounds like a reasonable conversation. I too will be
Mission
like
complete.
this guy. Sure.
Transport inbound. See you soon.
You bought the EP. Sorry, what? I'm so confused right now. You bought the EP. What do you mean by that, Bear? My EP, you can just stream it for free on Spotify, Apple Music. Is my EP being sold on a music platform? Oh, on Apple Music? I didn't know Apple Music sold my EP. Hey, I better get some profit from that. Oh, well, thank you very much. I didn't know that they sold it. I thought you could just listen to it. Well, thank you. I really appreciate the support. That's the first sale I ever made. Sweet. And Little Ghost, yes, because unfortunately on PC we can just turn, you know, anytime we need to. So yeah. But thank you so much. I didn't even know it was for sale. Michael Adams, sounds like your cores are different from mine, your roles might be different from mine, and your modules may not be upgraded. That's the only thing I can tell you is the difference. But I will also say one thing, I never look at the damage that I deal. I only look at what are the actual results. If my actual results in the field are not as good, then I know that there's a problem somewhere. So most likely, you have the wrong roles, you have something that's incorrect, something that's different. Oh, fair enough, Bear. Well, I appreciate that, man. Thank you. Just genuinely didn't know that that was a thing. So, okay. Oh, if offline, fair enough. Because I was always thinking, like, y'all could just... I'm happy enough if y'all just stream my music. I still get paid, like, on a per stream basis. You are the biggest contributor, Martin. And it was wild. You guys did it. That's all I could say. You guys did it, and now everybody has to see the corn. Good morning, O breaker of the law. How are things? But again, thank you so much. Keelan is permanently angry in this outfit. Look at him. He's just not happy to be here. But it is what it is, you know. 2 streams I promised, and 2 streams what you gonna get. Excuse me. Is Marquee tuning finished? Oh my god, it is. Great. I can now go wound myself elsewhere. Grand. No, things are good, you know, just doing my thing, fumbling my words occasionally. sometimes bullying the Mystic one. It's all good. Now, on to Valby. And don't worry, guys. She, too, shall have the corn. For I am a man that fulfills his promises. Are you ready, kids? Are you ready? It's time. Mystic, you want to finish that sentence? You want to finish that sentence? All right. Because you can finish that sentence. Why don't you come into voice right now? You finish that sentence. I want to hear you physically finish that sentence. All right. I'm ready. I'm waiting. We're waiting. Come here and finish that sentence, will you? Hello, Burnaby Flores. How are you? 1 second. Need to get a power bank. Yes, I did. Yes, I did, Mystic Dove, and you know that's how it goes. Listen, Base Vegeta, go for it. Go tell the devs in the official Discord, man. They're not gonna listen to any of the feedback on my stream, so... Oh, excuse me. So you can try telling the devs and see what they say. Maybe they say yes, maybe they say no. You never know, man. I think the skin is for Easter or something, but it is what it is, man. I just slapped it on and off I went. I slapped it on and decided to emotionally traumatize people. Like a real man. Like a warrior. 'Cause that's who I am. Well, unfortunately, Base Vegeta, that's how it is, man. That's all you can do. Just tell people and, you know, hope they take up the idea. See you later, Sir Tommy. Please enjoy your Easter, my friend. Thank you for coming in. And no to what, Mystic Dove? What are you saying no to? You gotta be specific, you know? So I can bully you more effectively.
This is Hound Actual to all personnel. Void storm is intensifying. Conditions are unfavorable. Proceed with caution. Over.
Here I go. This one's for you. Here goes. Take this. Bounce. Bounce. Splash. Take this. Boing, boing, boing. This one's for you. Boing, boing, boing. Bounce, bounce. Boing, boing, boing. Here goes. Hey.
You're gonna keep it to yourself? That just makes me curious, alright?
RK receptor. Confirming signs
Whisper.
of life.
Because curiosity is gonna kill Cat.
Take this. This one's for you.
Legendary skin for the character? What do you mean, Burnaby?
Here I go.
I don't know what you mean by legendary skin. There are many legendary skins. Hey, Syra.
Bounce, bounce.
Yes, the corn goes boing, boing, boing. The evasion is real. I love it. But yes, they did make it easier to upgrade your reactor and external components.
This one's for you. Watch out for the splash.
Well, probably Base Vegeta, but, you know, I think you really just have to get a mod to agree with your suggestion, because that's where they appear to do their things. Yep, pretty much.
Here I go.
Don't ever have an excuse to have a bad reactor now. Everybody always has top tier reactors.
Here I go.
The sockets transfer over, Base Vegeta. I'm sorry, I'm not quite sure what you're talking about now. If you make, let's say you've already fully done an Enduring Legacy, right? With all the sockets. When you make another Enduring Legacy, all the sockets are still there. The sockets and the energy activator do not have to be input twice. That was already a thing in the game. Yes, indeed, Mystic. Yes, indeed.
Boing, boing, boing. Watch out for the splash.
So what exactly are you talking about, Base? Because I'm pretty sure this is common knowledge. Everybody knows this. Did you misunderstand something? Because you misunderstood something. That might be why. My descendant
Hound
looks like
action to HQ.
Illini extra sweet corn. Don't know what that is, but
Requesting
sounds good.
transport support.
Now then. Now that I've got a moment of silence. See, you thought you managed to evade me, Mystic, but no. No. So I'm still waiting, you know. What were you gonna say? Waiting to hear it. You can't evade the Chase Master. No, they never changed that even in season 0, Base Vegeta.
This is Hound
It was
action.
always the case.
Reporting extreme
Once you add an
concentrations
energy
of void
activator
energy
or
within the
sockets to
operation
something,
zone.
anytime you make a duplicate copy,
Your own
it
discretion,
will always
but
be
do
there.
not
It was
exceed
never
your
changed.
limits.
It's been since the game launched. I told everybody that. So, probably the issue is that you weren't following me from day one.
Here I go. Take this. Watch out for the splash. Shields are gone.
Which new multi-stuff, Syra? Specifically.
Watch out for the splash. This one's for you.
It takes a while. Just gotta have luck and
Boing,
chance.
boing, boing. Take this.
I would love it if my corn exploded and blew up into popcorn. That would be a pretty damn cool ability, not gonna lie. What we need is 3 people, all with corn skins, to do the hypnotic dance. That'll be the worst thing we've ever seen. But yes, I look forward to hearing what you think, Syra, which is the so-called new multi-stuff.
This one's for you. Here goes. Watch out for the splash.
I never made a trailer.
Bounce. Here I go.
Well, I'm glad you discovered my channel, but I never made a
Transport is
trailer.
off to wide
I don't do
range
those kinds of
shaping
vids.
charge on the ground. We need it to purify the void energy. Prime the detonator with your RK, then hit the detonation device.
For you. Watch out.
I want Syra to tell me which mods so I can immediately slap them on Glay and try them out. I'm gonna do it. I'll do it with Glay and the corn skin.
Take this.
Or even worse, I might even do the corn kini.
This one's for you.
Dude, they should totally make a corn teleport animation where you explode into popcorn. Like, yo.
Oh my God, yes.
I would buy that. I would buy that. I know I'm not 100% like supporting devs just yet until they can show that the player base needs to go up, up, up. But I would not mind supporting that.
Out for the splash.
You know, why didn't they? It's such a missed opportunity.
This one's for you.
Listen, CJ, I'm wearing the corn outfit, okay? My chat paid for it. See Martin over there? He paid for it. Therefore, it's happening. Oh, Serena. I did make Serena build videos, just not a trailer. But I'm pretty sure I at least did the build videos. Could have been a build video. But trailers I don't do. I don't do them preview trailers or shit like that. I do patch notes, builds, guides, all the normal stuff. Definitely not trailers. Trailers a bit out of my expertise. That, and I also find them not so useful. Mix the corn with snowman. Oh god, that's terrible.
Captain Elias.
That is so terrible.
Deploying arcade.
I'm not gonna do
I
that.
am.
Because snowman is exclusive to guys anyway.
No cord.
But the corn kini, bro. It's called.
Here goes. Take this.
Sure.
Watch out for the splash. Load.
Oh my.
Mission complete. All units proceed to transport location.
It is
Great
crazier
work
than the
out
panda,
there.
but you know, it is the way. Yeah, that's literally known. Basically, ultimates have 4 pre-catalyzed slots, normals have 2. Ultimates have access to exclusive modules, usually 2 of them, and ultimates have slightly better defensive stats. That's about it. I think there are no mods for this game, at least as far as I'm aware. They are quite anti-mod here, as far as I know. I could be wrong, but thus far I haven't seen any mods for this game.
This is HQ. Troops
I
are
remember
on the
somebody
ground.
talking about mod
Transport
support
is
and
en
stuff
route
like
to
that, but
standby position.
again, really haven't
Best
seen
of
it.
luck, Descendants.
Hello, Nike. Nothing much is up. I'm just chilling.
Take this.
I'm just chilling and blood spilling.
Boing, boing, boing. Bounce, bounce. My shield. Here I go. Boing, boing, boing. Shields are gone.
I already got him cooking.
Take this.
I always go for the ultimate, but unlike other people, I don't want to just buy it, because doing so demeans the experience. Here, we're an honest channel, so not sure how new you are to my channel, but you should know that I farm everything, and then I let it cook naturally. We don't do what the other creators do. So, and I'm not sure why you missed last night's stream, but we went for Ultimate Blair straight away because that was the only real content that dropped. So we farmed all the pieces and he's cooking now. I always do, Nike. That's how I run my channel. I do everything at the same place that a normal FTP does.
Bounce, bounce.
Well, you can keep making that suggestion then, Base.
Watch out for the splash. Bounce, bounce.
Hopefully they will put that suggestion in game. I would like the ultimates to be a bit
Wide-range
stronger
shaping charge drop
because they're so easy to get
complete.
anyway.
In the void energy purification operation.
I mean, they're getting a whole new suit
Prime
that
the
caters to their
detonator with
powers.
your arcade.
It feels
Then
like
activate the remote detonation
they should be a
device.
little stronger, at least in my opinion. It's fine, CJ. But in that case, probably best not to make an assumption.
Boing, boing,
As
boing.
I've always said to people, when you assume, assuming makes an ass out of you and me. That's how we break down the word assume.
Here I go. Take this.
A module where I shoot popcorn off my skin. I'd be okay with that.
Captain Elias, deploying RK. I am the original.
Yep, I'm just waiting for my 3 parts to cook so I can put him in.
Here goes. Bounce. Bounce. My shield. Here I go.
No idea.
For you.
I just know that's a small stat increase.
Here goes.
Honestly, very small in my personal opinion, so I don't really care about the stat increase. I just know that there is one, but it's minimal.
Oh my.
When they first designed the
Extraction from
ultimates,
Operation Zone
they
initiated.
wanted to avoid a lot of the accusations of pay to win. So, and ultimates were farmable anyway, but as soon as people got into this game, they literally, and this is the saddest thing, they literally threw a massive fit. They were all like, pay to win because ultimate better than normal. I cry and tell my father. So due to that situation, I think they towed the line a lot with the stat line of the ultimates. If you ask me, they should have just not listened to those people and said, okay, babies, we don't care about you and what you want. Kevor, please take note that there were 14,000 yesterday, so don't know where you're getting your numbers, but if you're unhappy with the game, why are you telling me? Go give feedback to the devs in the official Discord, dude. I have plenty of viewers on my YouTube channel, and we're just chilling and having a great time, so, you know. So the only real change is Veil Analyzer. I didn't ask for all your modules, I just wanted to know what if the new modules you're using. So if the only new module you're using, Syra, is Veil Analyzer, I might test it out. We'll see.
Enemy troops are being transferred in large numbers. You must attack their point of origin. Watch out for the splash.
But I thought Veil Analyzer would only trigger on weak point hit. Interesting. I'll definitely look into it. Because I'm pretty sure the rest of it is the same as my build anyway.
This one's for you. Watch out for the splash. Boing, boing, boing.
Valale, that's up to you, man. Game is good 24/7 for me.
Watch out for the splash.
Well, I can test it out. I do not mind being a testing man.
Here I go. This one's for you. Boing, boing, boing. Here I go. Watch out for the splash. This one's for you. Ah! Watch out for the splash. Boing, boing, boing. Here I go. Hey. Take this.
Captain Elias, deploying RK.
Boing, boing.
I am the original.
Take this.
Full set or just 2 set?
Bounce. Bounce. Watch out for the
Well, that's the way Valby's played. So, I'm enjoying myself. If you're not, then, well, that's on you. A lot of people have done it with Haley, but most of the time they just do the daily one. Like the 4,000. That's how I was doing it. I was just rushing through with Haley. Doing like the 4,000 plus, so, yeah.
Hound Actual to HQ. Mission complete. Requesting transport support.
Fair enough. I can dig that. I should really finish up Glaze arcade tuning, which I will at some point. I'm surprised you've got a good shell crusher set. I still haven't found perfect components. But I'll definitely consider it at a later time.
This is Hound Actual to all personnel. Void storm is intensifying. Conditions are unfavorable. Proceed with caution. Over.
Here I go. Click. Boing, boing, boing. Watch out for the splash.
But wait a second, why do we need the shell crusher full
Boing,
set
boing,
actually?
boing. Take this.
No, I'm just thinking for a second. Do we actually need a full set of shell crusher? Because shell crusher, as far as I remember, all it does is it gives additional damage to the arcade shields, which you already have Veil Analyzer for. So, is there a reason for full shell crusher? I might go 2 set. I might go 2 set and 2 set.
Here I go.
Joao, just follow the weapons that I use in my builds, that's all. There's no recommendation. Follow my build videos.
Bounce.
Yeah, fair. I might genuinely just use a 2 set and then go 2 set on the other stuff if I can find a 2 set,
Boing, boing, boing.
which is okay. Reasonable.
Here I go. Loading.
Sorry, Arcane?
Boing,
Oh,
boing,
nothing.
boing.
Nothing. Thinking out loud.
Here goes.
Okay.
Watch out for the splash. Loading.
Let's see where I'm at. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I don't have a single good shell crusher yet.
I don't have a single one.
Yeah, unfortunately.
I wish.
Give me a sec. Let's see if where I can hard farm it. Okay, isolated desert. Yeah, I'm probably just gonna go 2 set.
Descendant, we're detecting RK life signs inside a Vulgus structure. Here I go.
I'm just finishing off a lot of the arcade tuning for several of these characters, and once I'm fully done,
This one's for you.
I'm gonna go rock other stuff.
Boing, boing, boing.
Boing, boing, boing.
Shield. Here I go. Reload. This one's for you. Here goes.
Well, my answer to that, Michael, is that if there was a change, I'd probably put out a new video. That being said, of course you wouldn't use Slayer set. Serena's skill power is still based on her hit points, nothing else. I wouldn't say the 4 set's useless. For anyone that doesn't have their Voltia, it might be useful. But yeah, I'm probably gonna go 2 set on that.
Here I go.
I'll see how I want to adjust it.
So annoying. Here goes.
What makes you say that, Nike?
Why am I?
Mission complete. All units proceed to transport location. Great work out there.
This will do temporarily for Glay. Shell Crusher. This will actually also temporarily do for Glay. Till I find something better. If you're just gonna... My Valby is still doing fine, so if you're gonna tell me she got stealth nerfed, then you're gonna have to back that up, Nike. You can't say, anyone who doesn't know. What stealth nerf did she receive? Because my Valby's farming just as efficiently as she was yesterday. One thing about this channel, we take information and misinformation very seriously. So, tell me. What do you think was stealth nerf?
Troops are on the ground. Transport ship will remain on standby for air support. Good luck, Descendants.
This one's for you.
Sounds rough, CJ. I hope you get it soon. May RNG be in your favor.
This one's for you.
Nathan, go to the library,
Take this.
alright, and check. If it drops at a Colossus, farm the Colossus. Do not ever drop it, do not ever try to farm a mission for it. That's the same rule for all Transcendent modules. Then, if you find that you cannot farm it from a Colossus because you get other red mods instead, what you do is you combine those red mods to get hopefully the red mod you want.
Take this. Bounce. Bounce.
Well, I'm sorry, Nike, but that's not giving me any information. All you're doing is just saying some popular person posted it. Like, dude, that's not information. Yeah, nah. Listen, Nike.
This one's
Alright?
for you. Bounce.
There was no nerf yesterday. Alright? I'm an official content creator for this game. So, if you believe that that's a nerf, that's on you. But don't bring to me information that some random ass posted. We don't do that here. Unless you can cite a source, back it up, and prove it yourself, then I don't care. Okay? That's our rule here. You have to be able to prove it yourself, not just tell me something secondhand. So, if you want to prove something, you show me the proof that Valby got stealth nerfed, because I want to see that. As far as I know, based on what I've seen, Valby has received no nerf yesterday. My farming build is working just as it was before.
Here I go.
Like I said, Nike, if you can keep arguing with me, but unless you're going to post the proof on your channel and show me the proof in a video, not link me to somebody else's video or some other bullshit like that, I'm just not going to hear you out, because that's just not how things work. Anyone that cites something must have evidence. You cannot provide evidence, then sorry, there's nothing I can do for you. Take note again. I will say it again one last time.
Large Vulgus presence confirmed in the
I'm not saying that
operation
you're
zone.
saying she's bad. Do you have
Descendant,
some
on your
problem
signal,
listening to
we
me?
will initiate close air support.
You cited that Valby was stealth nerfed. I said you need to offer me evidence that she's stealth nerfed, because I'm saying there's no stealth nerf.
For you.
I'm farming at the same pace that I was yesterday, so if there is no impact on my farm, therefore there cannot be a nerf. Now, he's on TikTok, so whatever you guys say on YouTube, you won't hear it anyway. Look, anyone that wants to say anything to me, or, you know, suggest anything has been changed or whatever, I will say again, I'm an official content creator. Official.
Take this.
If you cannot therefore prove, beyond reasonable doubt, that something has changed in your own words and not somebody else's video, you have to do the proof. If you cannot show me that, I cannot believe you. I hope you understand this. Alright? So if you really believe that there's been a stealth nerf, then
Boing, boing, boing.
no, I don't want their clip. You do the clip yourself.
Here goes.
You have to make the video yourself and prove it to me. All right?
Boing,
And I also don't accept TikTok clips. You have to show it on YouTube. Why? Because look, a lot of clips can be edited.
here goes.
This is how information works, all right? So I'm going to table this discussion right now. I don't want to hear a second word of it, Nike. You go do a YouTube video. Doesn't matter even if you don't have a popular channel, whatever. Doesn't matter. You can post it privately and I can still see it. Well then, in that case, don't even talk about it.
Mission complete.
Unless you yourself can
Requesting
prove it,
transport support.
again, doesn't matter. Popular person posted, so what? Are they an official content creator? Are they the #1 content creator? Because if they're not, then I don't care what they've posted. Anybody can post anything. It's the internet. Proof. Unless you can show evidence, and there must be evidence, not from somebody else's video. Each person must be able to replicate the evidence. You understand? If somebody shows something, cool. Give you an example. I can show everybody how to do this melee trick. Simple. That's provable, right? Anybody else can make a video right now and replicate this exact thing that I'm doing. Simple. If somebody says something, but somebody else cannot replicate it, then why are we even discussing it? That's not evidence. That is just he said, she said. Anybody can go on the internet and say anything. Okay. I'm going to tell you right now that if you're going to cite another creator or whatever, then I'm just going to remove you from my live. Okay, never ever cite another creator by name, all right? Nike, it seems like you don't even understand the rules of live streaming and how all this works. So don't ever cite a creator by name. I told you already, I don't care what another creator did.
This is Hound Actual to all personnel.
What I want to
Void
see
storm
is your evidence.
intensifying.
So next time you come to my
Conditions
stream,
are
learn the
unfavorable.
rules of
Proceed with
streaming,
caution.
and
Over.
then when you're ready to provide evidence,
Descendant.
you go and show
Enemy
that to
troops
me.
are being transferred in large numbers. You must attack their point of origin. Watch out for the splash. Take this.
Who are you talking about, Josiah?
Watch out for the splash.
I agree exactly, CJ. But like I said, for me, it's very simple. Anybody says anything, I don't care what some creator posted. I don't care who's popular or who's not. I haven't even heard of any of these people. And like I said, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter.
Watch out for the splash.
Anything that anybody does, you must be able to offer me evidence. Don't ever cite anything to me without evidence. You can't offer me evidence, then it doesn't really matter. Also, Blair, of course. As per my patch notes video yesterday, Josue.
Here goes. Bounce. Bounce. Watch out for the
Evidence cannot be provided by saying, oh, well, this other person said something. It just doesn't work that way. That's why I always tell people, you gotta be able to show your work. You can't show me your work, then,
splash.
you know, it won't happen. Well, you'll have to wait for a stream where I test it, Josue, but yes. You see, like I said, we go for evidence here, you know? I think a lot of people do, Mystic. At the end of the day, people like to say, oh, well, this person posted this, that person posted this. I don't care about which trash tier content creator posted what. It's all irrelevant. The only thing that matters is evidence. Show me evidence. Show me reality. Yep. I want to see the math. I want to see literally a unedited video where they say, okay, so here's how it works. This is what happened before, you know, blah, 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 so on and so forth. It has to be like a full-on expose. I don't care if it's 20 minutes. You better be able to show me everything, A to Z. You can't do it. Don't. I think a lot of people just like to cause drama and try to create intrigue within the community. But I think it's silly, personally.
Take this.
Evidence. Evidence and evidence only.
Bounce. Bounce. My shields. This one's for you.
Pattern Elias. Deploying arcade.
Annoying.
I am the original.
Here I go.
That is also the other thing. A lot of people, I don't know why, they try and use things for unintended purposes and then try and say weird shit. I'm like, it shouldn't even be a thing. It's not meant for something. You know, if you use a hammer to hammer a nail, then you're using the tool for the intended purpose, right? But you try and use a hammer to screw a screw in. It's not gonna work.
One's for you.
Anyway, that's why I like to have certain standards, because I will not budge on these standards. Lots of folks don't understand that. They'll just throw anything out there. But it's just then it's just like literally like freaking Reddit or any of the other places where people can just say anything. Doesn't matter. You got to understand the circumstances, and everybody else must be able to replicate the same circumstances. If they cannot, then it's weird. If you cannot replicate something that somebody else is citing, then it's not evidence. And yes, I have tested Blair, but I haven't tested his new modules, so you have to wait, and then I'll test it on stream, Josue. Once I'm done testing on stream, then I promise you I will happily release the build to you guys, so that you know, y'all can see what it does. And then after that, I'll happily release it once I'm 100% certain. That's how we do things here. We work on testing only, evidence. Everything must be proven. Because otherwise, it's just a bunch of bullcrap. How many times have you guys seen people say all sorts of shit, and then I will just like take 2 seconds and prove that it's not true?
Confirm arrival at the operation zone. Proceed with caution. Here goes. Take this.
I think maybe the younger generation on the internet has forgotten scientific experiments and how, you know, science is supposed to work. Do you know that scientists can't just say anything? Even when they publish their own papers, there's something called peer review. Because they have to be able to replicate results and prove that what the scientist did has no bias, is not under specific circumstances. There's a lot of work that goes into that. Now, granted, some things can be so whacked out there that it's hard to prove and even peer review. I do understand that. But, you know, for me personally, most of the time, most of these things can be proven.
Take this. Shields are gone. Here goes.
No problem, Maragoon.
Watch out.
At the end of the day, look, meta is a thing, and just to be clear, I don't like the wording of meta, but so you can say the word meta, I just don't want people following meta. So sometimes people misunderstand me. There's a lot of things that are meta, and quite frankly, I understand why people would go for meta, you know, but there are reasons why we also cannot follow meta, because it restricts your own choices. For example, I'll give you an example. Right now, if you want to talk meta farmer, it's hard to pinpoint a single one, because did you know that depending on the map, they favor, like, okay, 4 of the top farmers are Keelan, Bunny, Freyna, Ines. We've actually shown on stream that all of these descendants, depending on the map, can get different timings that will adjust their ranking. So I cannot completely say that Bunny is the best farmer of all. Bunny's the most stable. She forms my baseline for testing. But in some maps, Ines will actually beat her, because Ines just gets a better shot with the snare trap, which can AoE the whole area, you know? Whereas Keelan will suffer more, because maybe he can't spread his poison as far or things like that. But in some maps, did you know that Keelan is just as fast as Bunny, or even faster? Especially maps which are very, very tight, where enemies are lined up. Oh, Keelan absolutely shreds in those maps, which makes a huge difference. Therefore, that already throws the whole meta farmer argument into the wind. Now, previously, it was true that Ines was miles better than everybody else. This is true. But now it's not really the case. Now things are genuinely more balanced. So in circumstances like this, meta tends to go out the window. So it's not that I hate meta, but I don't like to overuse meta, nor do I like to limit my people to the ideology of meta. Because I believe that circumstances in any video game are always changing. I'll give you another example. Did you know that Last Epoch right now has over 100,000 players, when just a couple of days ago it was sitting at 2,000-3,000? It's nutty. But why is that the case? Because they just dropped a whole new season and people are willing to believe in them again. This has been after months and months and months and months and months. The last time me and Arcane played Last Epoch was like last year, you know?
Transfer to transport position.
But it might actually, I'm finna, you know, maybe when I've got a bit of time, I might go back and play a couple rounds, you know, see what's changed, see if the leveling's changed, because Path of Exile 2 is in the toilet with their Dawn of the Hunt season, so why not give it a go, you know? And I'm still a partner, so yeah. I can start selling it out with the what you call it, the Nexus link again. Anyone wants to purchase it, you know? Maybe I'll drag Mystic Dove along as well. Since it's a simple game, can't really go wrong. Well, yeah, you want to know your doctor's qualified, essentially, yeah. But anyway, at the end of the day, like I said, I'm just a believer in testing. I must see the evidence. If I can't see the evidence, then I know something's wrong. And that's just not the way I want to go. Okay, now let me pray that I've got at least a single shell crusher piece, because I'm kind of interested now. I always enjoy what I do, Michael. That's how it is. Of course, Mystic. Can't you see that, you know, we just want to hang out with you? So of course I'm going to throw you out in the open. Don't act like you don't enjoy it, okay? I'm sure you like the attention. Now, let me go see if any of these components are going to work for me. Okay, I do not need this one. Shell Crusher is just refusing to drop right now. This kills the man. Okay, fine. Since the Crusher of Shells will not drop. Fine, I will do this my way. This gives max shield and max shield. Damn it, do any of the other components work? Because I don't want to use only max shield. I want the other components in actuality. Show me Shell Crusher only. This has max hit points, so I need the memory and the processor. Damn it. I've tried various Valbys, You a Hero, and quite frankly, the fastest method is actually just to throw water balls. I mean, if you like to use your cannon, then go ahead, but quite frankly, the water balls are pretty fast. And in fact, they are the fastest way because they don't really have a casting time. But hey, if you like to use your fourth skill, then, you know, by all means, do whatever. Fourth skill, I guess, used to be great when there was toe, but now that there's no toe added into it, it's just more or less. Sorry, checking an email.
Descendant, confirm arrival at the operations zone.
They're doing maintenance on my ISP tonight, but it's like late at night, like 2:30 a.m., so it should be fine.
Bounce! Bounce! Boing, boing, boing.
Because, okay, like, if you're interested, I can show you. You can shoot plenty of water orbs out there, but depending on where the enemy spawns are, the AoE is a little glonky. So because of that, right, it's actually way better to cast your orbs. Whether solo or team, the orbs just do more. And you can also use this to trigger your Peacemaker. And by stacking up the Peacemaker stacks very quickly, it's a lot easier than using the orbs. So, up to you what your playstyle is, but the reason for the orbs is, yeah, this. I don't know why they removed the toe, don't ask me, I don't know what their decisions are. Either way, like I said, I've tried all ways of farming with Valby, but so far, the best methodology that I've found is just use a first skill, which drops the water puddle, because every puddle is a separate instance of damage. That's what a lot of people forget. So if you cast it on the ground like that, you can annihilate elites, you know, high-level enemies, whereas if you just cast it, like, spread out like that, it'll just hit, well, more targets, essentially. So yeah, this works.
Take this.
No. The only thing that matters is duration. So essentially, your puddle will last for however long it's supposed to last. You can stack up as many instances of damage as you want. Like I said, each puddle is its own instance of damage, which is why it's so dangerous and deadly. And that's why this is, see, like if I have 2 puddles there, the enemy's taking 3 ticks every damage interval, which is essentially how it works. So that's how Valby works. And like when I tried all other methodologies, it just did not work out as well. So that's how I know like the best way to play Valby is literally just get in there and start spamming puddles. Any other skill will actually slow you down. The only time I use her second skill is for positioning, and that is at most if I really need to position, say high up in the air or something, or on higher ground. Like this is a good example.
Watch out for the splash.
Okay.
Take this. Splash. Bounce.
Yeah, the only toe is, as far as I remember, Lepic's traction grenade for now. I can't remember if there's any other toe in the game, to be perfectly honest. There should be, but I could always be wrong. Where you farmed in Indiana? Fair enough. Well, hey, as long as I'm reminding you of something good.
Boing, boing, boing.
You will be right.
The badge system, you go to journal, you go to awards, then there's medals here. You acquire them from here. Thank you, Yuahiro, for that lovely, lovely sticker. Appreciate that. But yeah, you just have to clear the conditions here. I looked at the conditions, I'm like, I don't care about any of these. So, at most, I'm probably gonna get the Descendant medal, but eh. Oh, hey, I finally got the Sharon thing that I wanted. Oh, yes! Finally! It comes with handgun mounting, though. Ew. Ew. Brother, ew. Brother, ew. Oh, the metal system, I think, is cool, I guess, but it'd be real nice if they, you know, didn't feel quite as restrictive. Scout rifle. Here we are. I do not know if there's a bug with the designate junk all button, but so far mine has been working just fine. Just make sure you set up your filters correctly. I hate to say it, but most of the time that there is a problem, it's because people don't set up their filters correctly. I just kind of want to put it out there because I think it's important. Well, I wouldn't know about updated, but I'm certainly going to take her into the same place and start bumming around so I don't waste time. Yeah, 1000 VEP. I mean, I can get there at some point. I'm just like thinking to myself, do I really want to get there? Listen, I don't watch those videos because if you want me to be real with you, most of those content creators know that they can't compete with my content, so they'll just say and do anything to get clicks and views on their videos. And we all know that that's the sad truth. So right now I'm just like, I'm just chilling. I'm genuinely just chilling. I will test him for myself, and if I enjoy him, I will put out the accurate information saying that he can do XYZ, and then that's it. I will not go any further than that. So if people want to say things like he's becoming this, he's becoming that, I say to them, good for you, here's a thumb. But the more you try and clickbait people, the more they're just not going to respect you, and at the end of the day, that's no good for anybody. But hey, you know, they're welcome to their belief system. They can do what they believe, and I will do what I believe. Now, let's enhance this reactor, because I've been waiting to try it. Maxed out, of course. Cooldown, crit hit damage, yes. And then now, reactor option enhance. Cooldown, crit hit damage, there you are. I don't despise or have an unnecessary hatred toward meta. The only thing I would say is that for me, it's just that I don't want to limit people's creativity. And even if you say meta,
Humanity
what are
is
you judging
simply-
this so-called meta by?
That's why humans need us so desperately.
Is he going to be faster than Bunny? In which case, then, if that's the case, good. But he's going to find himself in the same situation that Ines and the rest found themselves in which case they're going to get nerfed, and then people are going to flip the table again. So for me, I'm just... I believe that people can just do whatever they want. You know, they can say whatever they want, but I'm not going to play that game with them, and I'm just going to focus on what I know and what I'm supposed to know. I believe it just goes in your name card, but honestly, I don't have one yet, boss level 1, so in future, if I get one, I'll let you know. Otherwise, I'd say don't worry about it. Don't think too hard about it. If you want to think hard about it, you can, but there's no need. Okay, Valby's arcade tuning is donezo. So she can now be happy. Alright, Liza P. Let's go. First, we equip the fellow. Then we change her outfit to the corn. I'm the master of the corn, lord of the corn, born of the corn. And of course, we're going to give the corn fluffy little wings. Okay, there you go. And then the spawn for the corn should be... Yes, Psycho Corn. Okay. Now, let's begin first of all with the so-called mobbing. We'll use area suppression. This will still be a fusion skill. Okay.
New super chat received.
Thank you for the super chat. 200%, so this is fine. I'll check on that in a second. Thank you, you a hero. No problem. I'm just doing what I can for the community. Like I said, I'm just genuinely doing my job. That's all. Okay, so we got MP collector here because she's gonna need it. I don't think I get MP back. I get health back, not MP, which is fine. Okay, so we have something like this going on. Focus on electric, focus on fusion. Fair. That is as intended. Okay. Nimble fingers, that. Okay, acceptable. Now we have this. Now we're going to need arcade tuning, but the only other thing that I'll have is I'm going to swap this reactor for the new one that we just created. So that'll be this one. And this old one that we have, if necessary, I can dismantle it later, but we'll do that at a later time. Okay, we want maxed out cooldowns, people, so we're going to once again use the Hunter memory and the Hunter processor. Okay, standard there. We don't need any other duration or things like that, so for now, I say we go for survival. We can temporarily use this. I wouldn't mind some of the other sets, but we don't have them perfected yet, so it's kind of no point. Okay. And now for the Blue Beetle. Let's see what this thing can do. What are its attributes? It's mostly a critical weapon. No real multi-hit, so we'll build it in accordance. Okay. Rename this to Sharon. The component's already enhanced. Yeah, that's why I was only worrying about the reactor, because this is the same thing I was using on others anyway, so 'tis all good. Okay. Let's build it step by step. Action and reaction. Then we have better insight, better concentration. Priority. And we'll at least have weak point sight in there. Now, since this is an electric type Pokemon, we will add in electric enhancement, priority there. Okay, set. Then we will probably need fire rate.
New subscriber detected.
So we'll standardize that. Okay, fire rate. Is there anything I would put here? Veil Analyzer. Let's go upgrade the new module.
Hey there. What can I help you with?
I would say most of my builds maximize whatever is necessary, so I would suggest on a personal level, at least, I would just suggest utilizing it, okay, as much as you can get, but without like worrying too much. Like here, I don't have a lot of defense stat, which is fine, because Sharon's not going to worry about that. Sharon's just going to go in and start spamming and winning. So that's basically it, essentially. I'd say defense is less important. It's not that you shouldn't worry about it, it's just that it's less important than, you know, other more important stats. Okay, and then we'll use electric focus. Okay, great. Now let's go see what kind of cores I can roll for the fun.
You already look fine, but I'm gonna make you look
Ruby
finer.
You can enjoy the water spout descendant all you like. Like I said, there's no right or wrong answer. Enjoy what you enjoy. Okay, that's good enough for me. As long as it's electric. Okay. Set electric. I'm just gonna give myself just enough. Okay, that's good enough for me. Fire rate, okay, good enough for me. Sprint speed, please. Thank you. Okay, I'll try here again. Now I'm gonna use this as more of a stat stick for now. Sprint speed, yay. Let's try again here. I want to try and get something higher. Okay, 13. Come on. Nope. Nope. 5 more attempts. Come on, sprint speed 20. Make me run. No! Okay, guess I'm gonna have to craft some cores. Never thought I'd actually bother crafting. Oh. I can craft 140 of these. No. 50 will do. Don't want to spend that much gold. Yay! Okay, come on, sprint speed. I said gold sprint speed. Gold it now. That's a good thing. You want less work. Otherwise, you might get bored and go insane. Gold it, I said. Gold it. If you think I can't spend inordinate amounts of resources, you are wrong. Game, you are wrong. I will get my sprint speed. Think you can buy me with your recoil gold? No.
New subscriber
It's
detected.
about sprint speed only. Come on, gold roll. Damn, can't believe I'm spending 40 cores. But I don't care. I'll do it. This game holding out on me. The RNG is the only reason I dislike this whole rolling core system. Okay, 217%. Sharon will have to make do for now.
Keep it short.
You know what? I guess I could try for a gold electric attack. Because why not? Yeah, purple. Good enough. That's the whole point of the challenge mode. It's a time attack. You're supposed to be able to do it as fast as possible. But thankfully, I do not care of that. I'm going to the isolated desert. Let's go see what the Share Bear can do. Share Baron. As they say in Monster Hunter, Shebar.
Shebar.
Descendant, confirm arrival at the operation zone. Proceed with caution.
Oh yeah. I'm a freaking Beyblade. Oh, listen, I get streamer luck in other situations, so I don't feel upset. For me, I'm just relaxed. I'm a relaxed man.
Arcade
Yep,
life science
Sharon
detected
literally just
inside a
spins to
vault
win.
structure.
Entering stealth state.
Enter stealth state, spin.
They won't find me. Damn it. You won't find me.
Cooldowns on a reactor, sure. Might lose a little bit of damage, but oh, the feeling is good. Oh, what a feeling, Toyota.
Entering
Yeah.
stealth state. Entering stealth state.
Man, all these people want to serve Clip off. I gotta get somebody to serve me.
Initiating stealth operation.
Come here. Die.
Activating stealth.
sound of this though, it's really nice.
Initiating stealth operation.
Not right now. I am
Mission
planning to.
complete.
Oh,
Units
damn!
proceed
She's
to
so
transfer
fast. 2 minutes and
location.
24 seconds.
Great work out there.
God damn! And no arcade tuning. Whoa, Sharon, fast, bro. My new build. Woo. But yeah, anyway, do I have a specific day? Not yet, but probably after April 22nd. They're gonna have this Easter event in Monster Hunter Wilds, so I'm probably gonna be playing it then. See if I can finally lure the mystical one with us. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna be playing it after the 22nd because there's Easter event. So I'm gonna get sorry, you're RK now, RK Silver. Get RK truffles, all of them, and we'll do this like some of the events and stuff so that we can like get the rare armors and whatnot. That's my plan anyway.
This
Wait,
is
did Arcane
HQ.
BRB and you
Troops
didn't hear
are
me
on the
calling me
ground.
RK?
Transport is en
It's
route to
RK now.
standby
No, I heard it.
Okay, there we go.
Best of luck.
RK Silver. Sorry, bro, that's your new brand now. Sorry, you're RK Silver 300. You bring Descendants power. Nah, you don't need to do more damage. And FYI, you want the range mod, okay? Let me tell you why the range mod is so important. Because if you... And this is actually quite important on the boss monsters that you kill or some of the other ones. But if you don't
You won't find me.
add the range mod to Sharon, what happens is that your blades, which are like little thin razors, they will somehow miss a lot of targets, so you don't get to spam all of them on the same target. It creates a major issue. So that's the only reason I have that.
RK life signs inside a Vulgus structure.
Otherwise I would not have bothered.
Initiating stealth operation.
I mean, you think about it, right?
Entering stealth.
This girl is so fast. It's crazy. Like, she is on par with some of the fastest farmers right now. It's nutty. So use my build, get a nice blue beetle, get the right thing, and you're good, man. Because she can assassinate bosses. I think that that's where all her speed's coming in. Other characters might take a second,
Activating
but she can just straight up say, nope, you're dead.
entering stealth. Down. You won't find me. Activating stealth. Entering stealth. Activating. Shields are down. Activating
Well, at least
stealth.
those people who wanted an ultimate Sharon build updated, they can now get one. Once I'm done with the arcade tuning, yep, she's fast. She
Extraction
is
from
literally
Operation
fast
Zone
as hell.
initiated. Good work.
Now this is what I call speed farming. I need my shell crusher. This thing needs to come with defense at least. Damn it. For now, this will have to do. This is my old Sharon build. It's the same Sharon farming build that I posted ages ago. But the only thing is that I haven't changed the build. I'm just adding RK tuning to it. Only thing I really changed was the blue beetle. But I'll probably release an updated build once my once I'm done going through all of it. So, time to farm some more. Because either way, I gotta do it, right? But if you want this build, go to my old video where I showed the Sharon farming build. It's roughly the same. The only thing that I've changed is that my reactor, I'm now using a reactor with cooldown and crit hit rate. Maximized, of course. And that's making Sharon very, very fast. Now that everybody can get God roll reactors, it's so easy.
Troops are on the ground. Transport ship will remain
There's
on
no
standby
reason that
for
nobody
air
will have a God roll reactor
Good luck,
anymore.
Descendant.
Initiated.
Of course, if I don't hit crits, it's still a problem, but it's genuinely not as bad.
Specialized Vulgus aircraft detected. That aircraft is used to fly through void storms. It must be shot down.
Initiating operation.
If I had perfect sprint speed on this,
You won't find me.
I would just absolutely rip and tear.
Activating.
Ines should feel nice in Sigma Sector. But considering that Sharon can now hit through walls and Ines cannot,
Unseen.
I don't have a reason.
Down. You won't find me.
I see a gap in the enemy's air defenses. We can provide air support. Ground. Waiting.
Entering stealth state. Initiating stealth. You won't find me.
Okay.
Activating stealth.
Sorry, Troy, did I miss a question of yours? Hopefully you found the answer.
Entering stealth state.
And Martin, don't worry. If you're looking into Monster Hunter Wilds, I'll be back on soon enough. I do have some build and tutorial videos though, especially if you like playing Lance. But I do need to do one for Gun Lance and all that. I just know I'm gonna be busy over the next few days. 'Tis the only downside.
Unseen.
You will be like
Her boss assassination is
Mission
so
complete.
fast.
All
Damn.
units proceed to transport
Feels good.
location. Great work out there.
Okay, let's start upping her power even more. I'm just literally here until I can get the Shell Crusher, because the enhanced fire rate will be so good for gun-based descendants, and the memory and the the memory and the processor, they come with hit points, so I'm taking it. Once I have that, I feel like my Karina might be even stronger.
This is Hound Actual to all personnel. Void storm is intensifying.
Up to you, Interrupted. I would
Conditions
say
are
choose
unfavorable.
whichever one you
Proceed with
really need,
caution.
because look,
Over.
you're gonna need 4 copies of every ultimate anyway. Okay, just want to be honest about that. You're gonna need multiple copies of every ultimate, so you should choose based on the build that you're going for. Follow the builds on my channel, see whether or not they require a particular weapon. Ooh. Well, that was rough. Of course, Umkar. Like I said, I always know best. Anything that you see me do has a reason.
Activating stealth.
It's rare that I'm wrong. I can still be wrong occasionally, but most of the time I'm not, because we tested out, and I tried it with the range and without the range. It just didn't work without the range, honestly.
We've detected signs of life inside a nearby RK receptor.
Shield. Down. Activating stealth.
Well, hopefully Troy is here to hear your responses. The only thing I can't stand, I hope he's not that sort, but when somebody's like, they ask a question, it doesn't get answered instantly because the streamer's busy or talking chat or whatever, and then they're like, never mind, they leave and they'll come back. I'm like, okay, then, you know, you be a brat. I can't stand bratty people, so I hope that that's not the case.
Initiating stealth.
I only like certain types of brats, but that's not for this conversation. At least he's still here, so he's listening. Glad that he's not that sort. But yes, please take note that streamers will try and answer everything, but, you know, do know that we can't always answer immediately everything. And if we do miss a question, it's okay to restate the question. If we do miss one.
Unseen. Initiating stealth.
There we go. This tile set goes so fast. The other ones can take longer, but this one goes fast.
Extraction from operation zone
Okay,
initiated.
just have to keep going.
Good work, Descendant.
Fingers crossed. It's a grind, no killer. You just have to do it over and over and over again.
Void storm is intensifying. Conditions are unfavorable.
Good job,
Proceed with
Brendan.
caution. Over.
Unfortunately, that's the whole downside to this,
You won't.
because when they added these components here, I feel like they didn't consider the fact that they were diluting the loot pool, which they should have already known.
Specialized
They were gonna be
Vulgus
smart
aircraft
about it.
detected. That aircraft is used to fly through void storms. It must be shot down.
I don't know how come that thing dies so quickly with this gun. Just absolutely ripped the shit out of that.
Initiating stealth.
Weird, but okay. Hello, Hiroshi.
Stealth.
How's it going?
Unseen. Entering stealth. Initiating.
Alright, I'm out.
Had enough? Understandable. How far did you go with your Blair?
Not halfway.
Halfway
Halfway.
catalyst or
Halfway catalyst.
nice?
Or not, or close to half.
That's fair. All right, you get some rest before you fade away.
Yes.
Tactical transport en route.
You
You have a
Later.
good day at work in the
Position.
morning, buddy.
Close air
If you're
support
working.
available.
Yes.
Get some rest.
Danger
Wishing
close.
you a good day tomorrow, pal. Bye.
Yo, bye.
Poor Arcane, you sounded pretty tired. You be working on that Blair for the ultimate Blair. I didn't say Nessa's skills are fixed, and I don't think that they are. I just feel that, as far as I'm concerned, they did adjust some of the awkwardness, but she is still pretty nerfed compared to what she was before. At least based on what I saw yesterday. I did some rudimentary testing. But like I said, there are somewhat better choices now. I can try an S for a couple of runs if you guys want.
Act. Entering stealth.
They'll add Ultimate Serena, but not anytime soon. There's a lot of other Descendants that are going to get their
Awaiting
Ultimates
transfer to
first.
transport position.
Alright.
Well done,
Let's
Descendant.
see, it's about 3 minutes 29. Okay. Let's swap to Ines and see what kind of timing she achieves. It does make it a bit more bearable. It's freaking cold outside, Princess Star. Okay. I'm answering you now. Why so cold outside? Why you want to freeze your ass off outside? You should learn to freeze your ass off inside like a real man. There you go. Okay, is that the answer you wanted, Star? Huh? Is that the answer you wanted? Now I just need to keep an eye out for a Viennetta reactor. Okay. Now, let's save the Liza P. And then we'll swap over to Mightier Than the Door. Okay. Alright. The corn. I wouldn't forget, don't worry guys. A promise made is a promise kept. I gotta be very careful about the start time of the new day, because I'm going in with Share Bear on both. I'm going in with Shabar on both. You know, I wonder, Star, if
This
my
is Hound Actual.
very,
Reporting
very
extreme concentrations of
awesome
void energy
voice
within the operation
managed to
zone.
put the mystical one
All
to sleep.
units, please proceed at your own
My
discretion.
goal one of these
but do not
days
exceed your limits.
Descendant, we've
is to
confirmed
make
a large
is to
scale
make her
bonus
fall
transfer.
asleep. I gotta
Attack
try
their
that
deployment point.
one day.
Give up.
Okay. Now, Ines is best on these ones.
This is where it ends.
First and foremost, Mr. Cody Miller, if you don't mind, do not address me by my race. Call me robot like everybody else. Nobody just walks up to me and calls me Asian. Alright, it sounds kind of racial and you really don't want that kind of heat on YouTube. So if you don't mind, please don't ever do that again. Just call me robot. Now, do I think Lepic is worth it? No. Simple answer, no.
Eliminate.
Yeah, just don't let it happen again, dude. Because sometimes before you say something, you gotta think about how it sounds, alright? YouTube is a public space, so you gotta abide by the same rules. I mean, I don't think you walk around in the streets just saying, hey,
Passion Elias.
hey, Asian, right?
Deploying arcade. I am the original.
No. Her bossing build was pretty much ruined, so I think that you probably shouldn't use her for bossing. If you want my honest take, I wouldn't do it. I would say that's probably a bad idea. Now, if you really want to, I'm not going to stop you, but I would tell you that it's probably not a good idea. I think so, Star, and I'm proud of that, you know? I'll question her on my achievement later tonight, during the Raid Shadow Legends stream. Ines is, yeah, just about as fast because she still does really well in farming in open spaces, but we'll have to do a more accurate comparison at a later time. Anyway, for those that don't know, I am currently sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends. We have got a special stream tonight. All right, if you guys are interested or willing to turn in, all you got to do is get to level 12, download it from my link. That's it. You don't like it, uninstall it after, but I'd be grateful if you guys decide to at least give it a go. Like I said, they are actually better than a lot of people think, and I'd love to share with you guys tonight. So there's the link right there. If anyone wants to, I'd be grateful. I know, right? Rakud Shadow Legends. Special kind of raid. It's a different kind of pain. But I'll go back to Ness after this so I don't waste the daily bonus. But yeah, Ness definitely feels fast.
Extreme concentrations of void energy within the operation zone.
Because now terrain is not as much of a hindrance, so you can really do the big pop.
A specialized Vulgus aircraft has appeared over the operation zone. Blasted out of the sky.
Listen, I am the corniest of men, alright?
Don't you dare run away.
Some rings were given to the dwarves, some rings were given to the corniest of men. Men like RealAsianRobot. The Veil Dust, just look out for drops because a lot of people just don't pick them up. Alright, I'm pretty sure the Veil Dust is not just the elites, but it should be mostly the elites that do. Just keep an eye out for whatever drops. Try not to miss drops. A lot of people like farm this fast, but I'll say that if you're looking for Veil Dust, you probably want to pick up everything. Whereas if you're just looking for components, then all that matters is the boss. So for me, I just don't care. I just go straight to boss. Do I have any medals? Nope, and I don't care about them. I took one look at the achievements for medals. I'm like, I don't. I like to play at my own pace. I don't like to do medal challenges. So if anyone wants to walk around with a medal, then you know that they don't play other video games. Because I looked at the medals, I'm like, yeah, nah. At most, I'll probably get the Descendant medals because I always like to collect all the Descendants. But I don't think I'll get any of the others. Waiting for my Blair to cook. Then I should have that.
This is going to hurt.
Okay.
Yeah, it should be elites. Like Sarah
There's no
says.
getting away. Damn it, no. Boom.
Yeah, I'd say Ness is
Extraction
still
from Operation
one of the
Zone
fastest for sure.
initiated. Descendant.
Sorry about that. Press the wrong button twice. Now back to Sharon. Sharan run, Sharan run, Sharararan, Shararan, Shararan, Shandrararan. Well, Troy, unfortunately it did, and it's not great. I myself said that is a stupid change, but well, people are people, right? They don't ever think. And because they don't think, we suffer. We the people suffer. She is empty, unfortunately. Yeah, sounds good. Nothing wrong with that.
You have something to ask of the great Reyna?
Yeah, I got something to ask. Don't ever talk to me ever again. There you go. I hate Reyna so much. Get out of my way. I've got things to murder with knives. Knives of electric power. Psst. If she's the next Descendant, I
Hound
will
action to
personally
all personnel.
give her the
Void
worst
storm
build
is
possible.
intensifying. Conditions are unfavorable. Proceed with caution. Over.
Entering stealth state. You are activating stealth. Shields are down. Unseen.
Yes, you can use the so-called ambushed build, but I don't like it. I find the Beyblade to be the fastest. Ambushed is okay, just not as fast. But they're all literally the same. You would literally put all the same modules on the build and just go with it.
Stealth state.
So you can use this or the Aura Sword as well. The Aura Sword is, according to some people, a bit better, but I find it worse actually. I tried it out, but I was not greatly impressed. The biggest reason why they say this is because Sharon cannot, unlike several other Descendants, achieve a true 100% crit rate. So due to this, she struggles a little bit with her fourth skill because the cooldown of that really is dependent upon hitting your crits. So that is what causes her the most problems. And due to that, sometimes people prefer to run like the Aura Sword or whatever. The more that I've tried to go with that, the more that I feel it just doesn't work out well. I could always be wrong, but I'm rarely wrong. Because I have tried it, and it just was slow. The other one was the perma stealth mode, Like, that one's cool, but it's just, in my opinion, a gimmick. That's all it really was. A gimmicky build.
Initiating. Loading.
No problem, Syra. Now, just remember that you guys are more than welcome to test on your own if you guys would like to. I don't mind that, and I think it's a good idea. So you don't always have to 100% believe me on what I'm doing, but do give it a try. You know, give it a go. Well, that's nothing that you can help. If you're playing either Freyna or Ness, you're supposed to play alone.
Deploying arcade.
If you go into public, you accept that other people may kill things faster than you, so, you know. That's how it works. Or you accept that your frame rates might tank. But that's how it works. You play with anybody else, that's the price. You play alone, never a problem. And that's why a true warrior must always play alone. Unless you're with friends, then okay. But otherwise, play alone.
Oh my.
Extraction from operation zone initiated. Good work, Descendant.
I get... This is painful. P-I-N. Pain. What's my cooldown? 8-5. Okay, almost there.
This is Hound Actual, reporting extreme concentrations
Okay,
of
I've
void
got the
energy
shell
within
crusher
the operation
processor.
zone.
I
All
just need
units, please
the
proceed at your
memory
own discretion, but
that I
do
can
not
finally try it
exceed
out
your
on
limits.
Blair.
Activating stun. Shields are down.
No! I got steamrolled.
Loading. Unseen. Unseen. You won't find me.
We've detected signs of life inside a nearby RK receptor.
The amount of runs you need is a lot in general, but for me, I don't mind. Like, genuinely, I just don't care. Because I've got to farm other stuff anyway, so it doesn't bother me as much. And for me, getting these new external components is a good chance to get the RK tuning done for several characters. But I hope in future for other players, especially newer players that do join us, it would be really nice if they could up the RK tuning so it doesn't take them as long to catch up. That's what I feel anyway.
Activating stealth. Unseen. You won't find me. Unseen. Activating stealth. Initiating stealth operation. You won't find me.
It's Beyblade.
Activating stealth.
Why am I?
Mission complete.
Unfortunately,
All
lack of
units
AoE
proceed to transport location.
cannot truly be
Great
resolved.
work out there.
That one is Whole nother mess. Anyway, again. What I need is power. Power. Once I have power, I'm good.
This is HQ. Troops are on the ground. Transport is en route to standby position. Best of luck, Descendants.
Initiating stealth. Unseen. Shields are down.
The specialized Vulgus aircraft has stopped to resupply. It's defenseless.
Somehow, the ship just...
Shoot it down.
I don't know what it is about this particular gun, but it instantly explodes the ship. It's so weird.
Activating
Nice. I don't think I'm anywhere near done.
initiating.
I don't know what you're saying randomly, Baron, but okay.
Large Vulgus presence confirmed in the operation zone. Descendant.
Nothing
on
much.
your-
Doing the same thing I do every day. Just farming the new components now. Because getting proper stats on them is a pain.
Entering stealth state.
He's not allowed to be confused over the skin. The only thing anyone needs to know is that the skin is glorious, okay? That would be correct, yes.
Initiating stealth operation.
Instagib.
Activating.
Two will be
Operations
like
completed.
us.
Awaiting
No, not
transfer to
really.
Transport position. Well done, Descendant.
Okay, going to the other side now. Okay. Broken boundary. Time to slowly farm Sharon's RK tuning. But I am kind of proud of the speed that she can go at. Yeah, this is quite wild. Not bad, actually. The fact that she can just blitz. Not bad. And then the boss shows up, blitz him too. It's actually kind of glorious.
This is Hound Actual, reporting extreme concentrations of void energy within the operation zone. All units, please proceed at your own
Hello,
discretion,
disciple.
but do not exceed your limits.
Doing good. Having fun messing around with my ultimate Sharon and playing the literal corn skin since
Descendant.
my chat paid
Enemy
for it,
troops are
so
being
here you go.
transferred in
2
large
streams of
numbers.
corn.
Contact your point of origin.
So that's all I'm doing. Nothing special. And now with the new external component sets available only in Sigma Sector, I have a reason to sit around here and farm, so I may as well increase the arcade tuning for several characters which I haven't finished yet.
Activating stealth. Initiating stealth operation.
Some music? Well, it is like the last bit of stream, why not? I can put on some of my music for you guys. I haven't released anything new, but I can put on some music. I'll have to curb the in-game music first though. Oops, sorry. For anyone that's interested, this is all my own music. You can check it out there. Alright, let's go.
Activating stealth. Unseen. Activating stealth. Initiating stealth operation. Unseen. Entering stealth.
Yeah, I can't have it too loud, or else you won't be able to hear me.
Initiating stealth. Initiating stealth.
Awaiting transfer
So
to
I'm gonna
transport
slightly increase it.
Well done, Descendant.
Okay, good. Now back to farming. My stuff is the best shit. It won't sound like any other of the AIs out there because I have my own technique for it. So it sounds way better. But yeah, everything is all AI, man. I write the lyrics myself, put in a lot of extra work, do a lot of sound editing, but it sounds very legit. Which is why I love sharing it. It's so good. I take a lot of pride in my work, whether it's video creation or music. The hell is this? Sometimes I don't know why some weird songs play, but I guess that's how it is. Give me a minute. There we go. Of course it is, Sahil.
Troops are on the ground. The transport ship will remain on standby for air support. Good luck, Descendants. That's a specialized Vulcan aircraft. It can fly through void storms. Descendant, if you're gonna shoot it down, do it now. Hurry!
A lot of people like those songs, so feel free. You want to listen at full volume? They're on my SoundCloud, my YouTube music channel. It's all good. One left. See you later, Brandon.
I see a gap in the enemy's air defenses. We can provide air support. Ground crew, awaiting your signal.
Falling to the bottom of the ocean, trying to break the surface. The surface. It's hard to swim when you're barely floating. Try to do better, but you know it's worthless. It's worthless. I've tried so hard to change, but it always stays the same. I've tried so hard to change, and it always stays the same. Caged in, rage within, break out. I gotta let it out.
New supercharged seed.
Thank you for the super. I will properly address it in a second because I need to check my YouTube directly for it. But thank you so much. Be right back. Come on. Hey, but there's one, always just one dude.
Say goodbye to the man I was, flesh and bone. Cut the soul till it bleeds, till it leaves.
Dude, sometimes he just doesn't spawn. It's so weird.
And all these people wanna make me something I never wanted to be. I was never enough.
wolf's clothing, but I hide the fangs. In sheep's clothing, but I am the same.
Mission complete.
You're telling me, no killer.
Transport inbound. See you soon.
I'm just too strong, bro. And I can't remember who I am.
I try to please,
Yep, it's Sharon.
I try to change, but it's never enough. It's never enough. Lost in a maze, losing my mind. I'm going insane.
That's the perfect shell crusher right there.
Who I was is who I am. I was never enough for them. You were never enough for them. In wolf's clothing, but I hide
It'll be on my channel at a later time.
in sheep's clothing, but I am the same. And I can't remember who I am. And I can't remember who I am. Tear me limb from limb.
As my teeth sink into my skin. No.
Cut me
Need to slowly go through these.
down as my teeth sink into my skin. In wolf's clothing, but I hide the fangs. In sheep's clothing, but I am the same. And I can't remember who I am. And I can't remember who I am. Sunlight comes, I'm up again. I'm restless, lost in the end. Memories fade, go up in smoke. I've tried
See you later, Michael. Have a good night. Rest well.
always choke.
Lately, I've been sleepwalking. Everything I try pulls me down again. Lately, I've been sleepwalking.
Everything I try
Pulls me down again.
so hard to keep a routine. The colors.
This is HQ. Troops are on the ground. Transport is offered to standby position. Best of luck, Lieutenant.
My bed's where my nightmares crave. I've been sleepwalking. Everything I try pulls me
A specialized Bones aircraft has appeared over the operations zone. Blast it out of the sky.
Everything I try pulls me down. And I don't know how to
transport en route to the Descendant's position. Close air support available. Danger close.
This is genuinely quite fast.
Falls in the forest and no one's around. Does it even make a sound?
I'm screaming at the top of my lungs and no one's listening. Do I even make a sound? Oh my god.
Mission complete. Transport inbound. See you soon.
No one's around. Does it even make a sound? If I'm screaming at the top of my lungs and no one's listening, do I even make a sound?
New update's good. Can't really complain.
If I never said a word, would it matter anyway? 'Cause
I'm just hoping that the player numbers hold up. That's the main thing for me. If the player numbers can hold steady, that's good.
if a tree
And thank you so much, Leroy, for that super chat, by the way.
and no one's around,
It only just came through on my YouTube, so
make a sound.
I wanted to give a proper thanks and appreciation. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. It means a lot. And now I'll continue to do my best to give you guys the best entertainment.
Void energy within the operation zone. All units, please proceed at your own discretion, but do not exceed your limits.
Specialized Vulcus aircraft detected. That aircraft is used to fly through void storms. It must
No
be
problem.
shut down.
I thank you for keeping the channel in business. It's not easy, you know. Like I said, there's a lot of people out there, you know. You'll see them all the time in my chat. People who think they're entitled to this or entitled to that. So when you get real supporters, I do try and make sure they know that they're valued. Because being a streamer is not easy. You get dozens and dozens of people that think they're entitled to something or entitled to your attention or your time, but they won't pay a cent. They forget that, you know, we're real human beings with rent to pay and all that, so thank you. And then they wonder why my music is all sad, like literally permanently sad. But I don't. What if I'm too slow? I scream and then I whisper between the chaos and the empty. I'm screaming, I am screaming.
I see a gap in the enemy's air defenses. We can provide air support. Ground.
I'm still here, and they have
I think about it all the time. It's always heavy on my mind, and it only ever seems to grow. What if I'm too slow? Gone. Life moves on, but I don't. What if I'm too slow?
Operation completed. Awaiting transfer to transport position.
Praying
Well
for the
done,
shell crusher
Descendant.
memory that I get. Oh my god, yes! Yes! Finally, I have full shell crusher. Okay. I think I can work it with Blair now. I don't care about the other pieces, but this is a good one. This is a damn good one. It's a good start. I know by now how to be one of you, but I don't know how. I just pretend.
This is Hound action
While
to
the
all
world
personnel.
spins
Void storm is
on,
intensifying.
I fall
Conditions are
apart
unfavorable.
at the
Proceed with
break
caution.
of
Over.
dawn. Hear the words I've said. All my friends are dead. To be one of you, but I don't know how.
My body lies in an empty bed. They can't hear the words I've said. All my friends are dead.
This new enhancement system is great. I love it. Anytime I need something, I can just go get it.
The
You know, it
transport
feels
has
really, really
dropped a
good.
wide-range shaping charge on the ground. We need it to purify the void energy. Prime the detonator with your
This has been a
arcade, then hit the
godsend. It's
detonation
like,
device.
it's made reactor and options like just this. The special operations, they don't rotate seasonally. They rotate like whenever the devs want. It seems almost like certain updates, like major updates, they seem to rotate them. Yep. Get a blue and purple roll, doesn't even matter. Spend resources, free resources, get right back to the top. Easy peasy. Nothing seems to pull me out of this. This black hole is where I exist. This black hole is where I exist. Somebody save me from myself. I'm drowning. I don't wanna lose you. I'm drowning. I don't wanna lose you.
I am the original.
Low. Save me, you can't save me. You can't save me.
Mission complete. All units proceed to transport
You
location.
can't
Great work
save
out there.
me. Ah, it will, I think. Yes, on Luna it will.
Sound actual to all personnel. Void storm is intensifying. Conditions are unfavorable. Proceed with caution. Over.
You know, sometimes I come up with all this music and I'm just wondering to myself, how the hell did I even make it possible? It's crazy, you know, what tech can do. And it's weird because I surprised myself even, like, how the heck did I come up with those lyrics? I mean, I know what the emotions were when I wrote them, but it's like, come on. You know, sometimes you just feel like, how do you do it? It's nutty. Almost enough to give me imposter syndrome, and then you think, you know, the next thing that you write, is it gonna be just as good? Yeah, I'm skipping this song, hold on. There we go. But I always hope that whenever I write the next thing, it's gonna be better and better.
RK
Fingers
receptor.
crossed, you know.
Confirming signs of life.
No, it's correct. That's exactly the way it should be, Piyush. It's supposed to be just for those of you guys who want to chase leaderboard. So, I'm glad that there's no drops. It makes it optional. I don't even listen to any music anymore, Nokula, just my own stuff, you know? I can't wait to release all the unreleased stuff for you guys. Macho Bomac, you want Ultimate Haley? You'd be waiting a while, buddy. Still a lot of ultimates to release before Haley. A life worth evil, puppets came alive. The boy created. Not me. I got my refund correctly. So if you have a problem with it, go to the official Discord. That's the best place to seek help. So if you're having problems with the refund, speak to the people in the official Discord. They'll be able to point you in the right direction. Unfortunately, I cannot help you.
Operation completed. Awaiting transfer to transport
That is true.
position.
Ultimate Kyle is just Iron Man. Magic smart, the puppet came alive. the line.
Beneath the waves where shadows creep, a lonely heart in silence deep. Her voice once sweet, now laced with pain.
Okay.
An echo of love lost in the rain. In darkness found a cursed choice for melody gone. She mourned her voice. Oh, sing to me through storm and strife. In depths of war, I beg for life. A soul submerged in luster blue. In shadows cast, I face my with scales that shimmer, beauty bright, she longs for arms that hold her tight. But in his world, she's just a ghost.
I'm gonna do some farming in a second.
A haunting soul.
If there's something you need, you'll need
of love's dark cause. Forbidden dreams through tears she soothes. A fading twine.
Let's go to ETA 0 and get what we need.
Oh, sing to me the storm and strife. In depth of
Okay, I'll pause my music first. Now let's talk about this. Okay, first and foremost, what's good here? I don't need this. I will take the advanced shape stabilizers, as I always do. Crystallization catalyst blueprint, energy activator box, of course. I guess I'll just pick up some of these. Never know when they'll be handy. Okay, and of course all the paints and dyes. Okay, clear. Now this one, ooh, storage slot, descendant slot. Make sure you grab this right now, ladies and gents. If you do not grab this, you're gonna miss out. All right, grab your descendant slot. You're good to go. Core amplifiers, make sure you grab that. Energy activated blueprint, don't care about that. Grab the box. Scava nanotube. Grab that. Clairvoyance, don't care. The rest, I buy it all up. Then we gotta sell the blueprints back. So all these extra. All the extra Sarina. The great thing about Sigma Sector, very easy to get vouchers back. Boom, done. Okay. Now we need to do a little bit of final farming. Okay, good. This is all saved. Let me swap to my Void style Serena. And with everything maxed out. And all the proper arcade tuning. No, I want to try something new. Let's try the Veil Analyzer instead of Weak Point Expansion. I'm so curious if this will work out. Very, very interested. And we're also going to combine modules before we go. Because something about this Veil Analyzer is working. Yeah, of course, Just Iki. It is 100% on my YouTube channel. Because any character that came out after, you know, this whole thing, all of them will have their RK tuning. All the builds that came out after, you know, Big Bang, after Season 2, Episode 2, is what I mean. All of them will have it. Okay, here we go. Okay, my duplicates are done. Now here. Now let me see. Is there anything that I do not own yet? Not owned. Okay, just 2 of these. Got it. Yeah, okay. First class marksman ain't gonna work with that. Alright, let's try the Veil Analyzer. Very, very interested to see how it goes. 30, let's go. This will either work well or horribly. Let's find out. Let's find out which is which. Oh yeah, forgot the music.
Into the light.
Whoa.
Oh no.
As weird as it is, right? I almost feel like Veil Analyzer is increasing my damage somehow by a lot. What the hell? I had the feeling before, but holy cowabunga.
My shield.
Veil Analyzer is doing something very, very strange here.
My shield faltered.
it could be that it's applying the buff regardless. So for example, it's supposed to only apply the buff on a weak spot, right? It could be, at least based on my guesstimate, that it's applying the buff regardless. Based on what I'm seeing right here, right now, right? I think that that's the case. Essentially, you know, I don't have to worry about it. Now, of course, it's reacting multiplicatively, which is as expected. But basically, it's reacting not only multiplicatively, but applying the buff regardless. I feel that that must be the case. I could be wrong, but it does appear to be the situation. Because when you mentioned it, I was like, you know, maybe it's to do with the Veil Analyzer. I had a feeling, you know? And I think it really is.
Into the light. Loading.
It's definitely way faster than anything I could have done before, and I haven't changed any of my stuff. So, very, very interesting. Very, very interesting. Co-op build? Co-op build is the same as the solo build, dude. So just check my Malevolent build for Serena and you're good to go. But yeah, co-op build is exactly the same as the solo build. No difference. I don't think it's bugged. Well, maybe it is. I don't know. All I know is that it's dealing, or appears to be dealing, more damage than it should be. It's not like excessively high, but it's definitely higher than you would have had. So basically, whatever you're doing, it's gonna be a lot better.
Face the flames. This is divine punishment. My shield falters.
Because when Syra mentioned it working on the restored relic, I said to myself that shouldn't be the case, and there's a very good reason why. Because you're supposed to lose stacks, right? Whenever you fail to hit a weak spot. But it's almost as if, like, whatever I get, I'm just permanently keeping the bonus. Almost. Like I said, again, could be wrong, but... And there I even failed to properly hit my ability, and it still worked out nicely for me, so... I don't know, maybe it's having a weird interaction with Serena's skills, but he mentioned using it on Glay. So I had a feeling that, okay, if I stuff Veil Analyzer on this, will it work out? Now, since it's helping me to pop shields as well, it's just overall helping me overcome this really fast. Which is nice.
My shield falters.
Verily. If I just use the shell crusher, I could go even faster. That's what's freaky deaky.
Face the flames. Oh no.
The problem is I can't increase duration further, so I'd have to take a hit on cooldown or otherwise. No, nothing much has changed. There are new components, but we haven't yet fully assessed them. Yeah, you can still, it still works good with co-op. I shouldn't I? I think it would do even better on the Ancient Knight. But either way, I cannot test right now anymore, because I must head off. So, ladies and gents, thank you very much for joining me today. I hope you guys have had a good show. I am still using effectively the same build, pretty much. Everything is the same. What you're seeing right now, Johnny, is the same. The only thing is that we tested Veil Analyzer in place of Weak Point Expansion. So that's the only real change. But we don't know if it's bugged or if it's working as intended. Either way, thank you all so much. We will do some more testing on this later. Now, keep in mind that tonight, and I'll be very grateful for any support tonight, is my sponsored Raid Shadow Legends stream. After that, we will have a special stream of TFT. So if you guys are willing to join me, please do download the game via my link. It's very simple. Get to level 12, download it via my link, and I'd be very grateful to you. All right, this link will be available on my YouTube post, which is already in the community post, and also on my stream tonight. So please look forward to it. Thank you all very much for your kind support. Good night, Starro. All right, I'll see you guys later tonight. All right, thank you once again. Catch you on